I'll open the YouTube thing in a minute. Oh. Hey guys, we're back again. It's me, my good friend Tash, aka Sketchney, with the link down below to subscribe. If you fancy watching some great reviews and you fancy seeing some great game reviews as well, and the latest X-Files review. Yeah, that's right. The latest X-Files one, which has finally come out.
Finally.
And I watched it, and I have to say it was a really good one. I really enjoyed it.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. Obviously X-Files isn't my kind of thing so much.
No.
But I enjoyed the things you were saying. After the clips and that, I thought it was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
Because
it's difficult sometimes because I enjoy doing like keeping it funny and over the top sometimes and stuff because the game's so silly. It's like.
Well, I think the good thing with your review of it is you don't have to have played or watched X-Files to see it, because you've got the video playing and you talk about what's a bit about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it so interesting, because someone like me who hasn't played the game or doesn't remember X-Files as well as a lot of other people, I feel like, yeah, that's true. That doesn't feel right, and that's a bit rubbish. And I remember seeing the game thinking, where's Mulder and Scully? Like we said before.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is this is why, in a way, I started the series, was because back when I first started, I was on like the X-Files forums, and a good number of the people on it were not gamers, and they had not actually played the game. They knew it existed, but they hadn't actually played it. Yeah. So I was like, that was why I made it like a scene-by-scene walkthrough, because one, it gave me a chance to nitpick everything, and two, it gave me a chance to show off and show the clips and show how to do some stuff, because I know some people were stuck on bits. I thought that way I could show it off, but at the same time review it, kind of thing. So that's why I've done it the way I've done it, as opposed to just a review to that oversight of the whole thing.
Well, the question is, after you actually get done with it, what are you going to do next?
I'll be so lost.
Because it's like you've been doing it for what, 4 years?
Yeah, I've had so many different like computer crashes and health getting in the way and this, that and the other, that unfortunately it's taken a lot longer than I thought. And now, because I properly script it and properly plan it out and everything, it's been going for like 5-6 years.
It's just crazy. It's like the saga for when it completes, it's incredible.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm hoping now to start to get back into a flow of. The problem is I stopped doing it for a good year or two.
Yeah.
And it took a long while to get back into it. And unfortunately, by that point, I'd lost the discs with the footage on, so I had to replay the bloody game and stuff like that. So.
Well, the problem is you lose momentum.
Yeah. And that was what happened for 2 years. Is I was just like, I should really get back to this, and everybody was like, when's the next part? And I'm like, I've not given up on it. I just want to get back to it. But hopefully by the time I finish this, I'll be fully embroiled in my X-Files series and franchise retrospective. So.
Well, it's like I said, my reviews. I want to get back to them properly, but once I've got what I've got planned ready,
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't want to tell people about it because I want it to be, a surprise.
It's a nice surprise, yeah.
But I feel like if I did reviews now, I'd kind of be losing out on doing them the way I want to do them, which is going to be a lot better.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm kind of waiting for what's going to happen
until you can do, yeah.
And then I'm going to have big momentum, and I'm going to be going, woo! I've got to get my outfits, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to get I'll do a Magic Mike review, so I've got to get a phone, haven't I? Well,
oh, yeah, you got to get that, yeah.
And I've got to do some dancing, swinging around with a cowboy hat on.
But that's like some of the stuff I've talked to you about that I'm going to do. I'm now, I feel the drive to do them, so I've been kind of working on them. But like you say, it's keeping up that momentum, and then like you say, and as we've discussed, all the editing and stuff like that takes so much time. I don't think a lot of people appreciate how much effort goes into doing them.
Oh look, Donna's here. Good evening, my friends. Good evening, Donna. How you doing?
Evening.
Oh dear, my voice. Excuse me. My voice.
But I am looking forward to working with to help you get what you need to do.
I really appreciate that, to be honest, because there's things that which I'm completely clueless about, being a man you know.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. You know, I'll help you as much as I can if you need it.
Yeah. But I look forward to seeing, the finished
Yeah,
product with what you're doing, because you've
yeah.
got some good ideas. So.
Executive producer
Yeah, yeah, we should have executive
Natasha
producer on
Douglas.
both.
Give you producer credit. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Oh, John's here as well. Hello, John. Good
Oh dear.
afternoon.
Oh, the guy who's got a question is here again. Good afternoon, guys. Hope you had a great weekend. I had a great weekend actually. I had a great Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
me and Donna, we went. I got up late
All right, yeah.
because we were gaming, weren't we, the night
Yeah,
before?
yeah, we were going.
Uh, and so I got up
Like
late.
12 o'clock in the afternoon
Yeah,
here,
because
and
I think what
4
was it?
o'clock your end.
Yeah, it was 4 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
Talk about wild gaming, eh? Uh, just the way I like it, though, to be honest. So I got up late, and Donna says to me, "You know what? Let's go for a walk." Okay, let's go for a walk, and then let's go to like this park which is near the beach,
Yeah.
higher up, because now they're charging like $5 to park at the beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I think is a bit of a pay taker, but oh well.
Mm.
So we went there and we went hiking.
Yeah.
Never again. Donna has her hands behind her back walking up these hills, and I'm like this. Oh, Donna, no. And I'm like, can we have a break? And she's long off in the distance.
She's
I'm like,
gone.
there's a bit where we see this creek.
Hmm.
And she's like, how beautiful is that? And I'm like, because I thought I was going to fall. And I got past everything fine, and then we were walking across, the green of the park.
Yeah.
And then that's when I tripped over a bloody branch and hurt myself. And I'm like, why did I do
No.
that? Yeah, I was like, oh. So after that, Donna bought me some McDonald's because I wanted to try American McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, and then we had a really
Oh,
good
you've not
evening.
tried it yet?
I hadn't tried it in America
No.
yet. The burgers were a lot nicer.
Yeah.
The chips are skimpy though. You get large chips, and they give you a tiny medium portion.
Yeah.
What's that? But their Oreo ice cream was nice as well.
Oh,
But
nice.
then we played Little Big Planet a lot of the night. Dawn
Yeah.
was playing with me, and she was really excited by it, and it was really funny.
No, it's fun that you're getting to, much like my Donna, what you're saying, it's not something that she would normally play, and yet she's actually, because we've played it together and stuff like that, she's enjoyed playing it. So I think it's one of those things that sometimes, if you're in the right mood for it, it catches you off guard, and you're like, actually, this isn't bad.
I have to be
Even though it
honest.
seems silly.
I'm kind of
You
glad
didn't
I
like
got.
the first ones or something, did you? You weren't
No,
interested.
I thought they were crap. I
Yeah.
thought they were
That's
terrible.
what Donna said about the first. She didn't like them.
Ran out of gas, did you, Malcolm? Yeah, I did actually. I ran out of gas. Climbing up hills and stuff is so tiring when you don't do it a lot.
Yeah.
And I kept slipping, and I was like, don't know, help me, and all this. Truth be told, I probably could have got through it a lot easier if I'd been in the mood for it.
Yeah.
But the fact that I didn't know it was going to happen, and then all of a sudden we were doing it, and
You just saw some hiking.
and being tall isn't good when you do it because you have to go under branches.
Yeah, you have to bend down and all that stuff.
And I saw snakes and everything.
Because are you in a quite wooded area kind of thing?
Yeah, we're in a very wooded area. There's
Yeah.
bears. There's bears. Not near us, but a while away. Like people
Have you not
by.
had bears wandering down into your yard or anything?
Nah, because it's not that area.
No.
But if it was like, if we went an hour away, we'd be in an area where that is.
You would be, yeah.
But so yeah, we played Little Big Planet. And talk about Little Big Planet. You know what? I'm kind of glad I'm playing it because it's getting me where I played Lego games.
Yeah.
Because to me, it seems similar, but not similar at the same time. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. It kind of gets you in the mood for a similar kind of thing,
So, if I had to be honest with you about the game so far, there's times where I really think it's really good, and there's times I really hate it.
Yeah. No, I have the same.
Last night, I tried doing one of the quests, just to see what they were like.
Yeah.
And it was basically doing this cart thing to go flying over into the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I got on it, it would roll over. I was like, oh. You know?
My issue with this particular edition, other than how short it is my issue is, imagination and creation has always been a part of the Little Big Planet franchise.
Yeah.
That's the deal, But you've gone from, like, in the first one, it was you could do your own levels and stuff, and they did that. It was a lot more stable in the second one. This one seems more focused, and all they do the whole time is go on about creation and this, that, and the other. It's like, oh, for goodness sake, will you shut up about bloody creating stuff? It's like...
Where are you based? We could Google Earth you sometime to get an idea of your area. All right, let's make up.
I've got his address, so we'll...
let's make up a completely different area. I'm on Native American land. I'm in Idaho. I'm in Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle,
Washington.
Oh no! No one's supposed to know it's Washington. After all, there's millions of Seattles in the world.
Anyway. Yeah.
Washington says I'm in Manchester because people go, what, in England? Because there's Manchester in America, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a bar.
London. You should say you're in London, America.
Oh, I'm in Italy because in Texas there's a Little Italy.
Yeah.
I mean, what weird place to have a place called Little Italy in Texas? Oh, look at us, gondolas.
We joke because, we're in Andover, Hampshire, and yet there's an Andover, New Hampshire in America, and it's like that's. And a lot of people confuse the two. They're like, oh, and then it turns out they're in the wrong one. So.
Well, why don't they just listen to the voices?
No, exactly.
We're not American. Here's a word for you. Go screw yourself. It's like, what was it? My cousin was telling me last night. He said, when you do the chats, is everybody from these chats in America? I said, no, they're all in England. I said, I'm the only one in America. And I won't hear some English.
Yeah, finally, we have John, and we had that Russian person, Andres, a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't down subscribers, so I no longer have my 80 subscribers. What happened? That's because I posted about it last week.
I know what happened. I unsubscribed because I wanted to be an a-hole. So I thought,
you saw my X-Files review and just left. Yeah. That's what it was.
Went, not another X-Files thing. No. No, seriously, no. I hate when it happens. I've had 119, but then to be honest with you, I expect that because I haven't really done much.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'm hoping it goes up a lot quicker.
Yeah. Well, my concern is when I start to get stuff out more regularly, that people will be swarmed by it. Like we've talked about before, like subscription burnout. It's like.
Well, as somebody who lately has been watching so much PewDiePie stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to catch up with his stuff.
3 videos a day.
I went from being slightly jealous of this man because of all the subs and all this.
Yeah.
Not just in a horrible way, but just in a nice way.
No, but just, yeah.
And now I kind of feel like, I've always had respect for the guy.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, the videos are not that bad if you watch the right ones.
Yeah, some of them not the greatest, but some of them, when you catch the right one, they're really good.
Like when I was watching his Alien Isolation ones, they were actually quite funny.
Yeah.
But when he does these, complication ones.
Yeah.
I always say those names wrong. You know what I mean? The ones where
and the animated ones when people animate is like stuff he's done on another video.
That stuff kind of bores me.
Yeah.
And does made him, but when he does the gameplays, I actually enjoy them.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh look, James is here. Hi guys, how are you both? I'm doing good.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for asking. How are you doing? So talk going on to Alien Isolation for the minute since we kind of
because you've been
I've been gaming like crazy on that game.
You literally in like one night. I was sat there playing Last of Us, and all I saw was Alien Isolation, and you went like from like scene 1 to like scene 10 out of 15 or whatever it is.
Yeah, 18 it is. It's 18 missions.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm on 13 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, one night I did 10 missions. I'll tell you, that game is so addictive, though.
Mm.
I've dreams about those bloody androids.
We
Let
are the
me show
working
you where.
Joes. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Let me show you where you need to go. Follow me.
yeah, yeah. It's those glowing red eyes. It's
That's when they see you. The glowing red eyes is when they've spotted you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because if they haven't spotted you, they're white.
They're white.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
so when
yeah.
I'm playing, Donna's watching, I go, they've spotted me. She goes, how do you know? Their eyes are red. And then you wait for them to go away, and they just stay there. And you're like, oh.
I
I
love the
felt
atmosphere so much in that game. It's
the atmosphere in the game goes downhill
oh really?
when you reach about the 11th.
Like yeah,
Problem is, the point is, the game, when it comes to the alien's amazing. Right?
yeah,
It's incredibly frustrating, and you really enjoy seeing the alien. Right?
yeah,
Once things start changing, and you see more of the androids,
yeah,
it kind of goes a little bit lower.
yeah,
Because, and not that when the androids don't get attacked by the alien either, you're a little bit like, well, this is a bit boring because I'd like to see the alien attack the androids and tear them apart.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know. So that to me was kind of a problem. The fact that as well in the game there's only one alien kind of irritated me.
Yeah,
I would like to. What I would like, without spoiling things to people, is I'd like it if one alien got killed, somewhere in the game,
yeah, and then it turned out it was like another
and
one.
and then it turned out that two more fell down, like later on in the game.
Yeah,
Because the whole aspect of Alien is supposed to be not knowing
yeah. What's
what.
coming?
So the fact that the alien's always following you in the vent seems a bit weird as well.
Yeah,
Because if it's in the vents above you all the time, why does it just come down and kill you?
yeah, exactly.
So all I kept thinking to myself was, why do people think there's only one alien? Why was there only one alien? Why didn't they make two or three? And just
Hmm.
make you think it was the same one. And then when you escape one, another one jump down for another thing, so that you're like, oh crap, there's one there.
Yeah,
But the movements were pretty good. I just found the game to be, how can I put it? The game is great, and I love it. The atmosphere is awesome.
yeah,
But people said the aliens' movements are unpredictable, but I found them very predictable after a while. Uh,
yeah,
because they go, like, there's one mission where it comes down and you're hiding like under a table.
yeah.
And it goes round on the outside, comes in, maybe turns around halfway, and carries on. Alright?
All right. Yeah,
Well, once you figure that out, you figure out the whole bloody thing. I mean, it's not really that. And I'm playing it on hard.
yeah.
So what did you think of it from what you've played? Like, you played what, the first three missions?
Yeah, first three. I've really enjoyed it. I can imagine it getting old after, like you say, about the 10th mission. Because I love it, but I've not really. I mean, I only know about like the Working Joes and obviously the Alien because of other, like reviews and playthroughs I've seen. But it is. I find the bloody people that are on the ship really annoying. The ones that are shooting at you and stuff. They're the
Oh.
problem I'm having.
Well, have you killed them?
I did kill a couple, and I know I shouldn't have.
No.
Yeah. Well, because there was no way of getting past them, and they shot at me. So.
You know what? I've not killed a single person in the game once yet. Do you know that? And do you know what? It's so frustrating because I'd be like, I could just kill these people with headshots and just move on.
I didn't kill them. I just thumped the shit out of them.
I tell you, there's this one bit, like, at the beginning where you try and walk out and the woman spots you, even though you're, like, all the way across in the darkness.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 runs off to get them. And they go, okay, then we'll just kill the person. And you're like...
Yeah. I'm at a point at the moment where the woman spots me, and I'm like, well, I don't know where to bloody go, because then they stand at the entrance to the tunnel or whatever I'm in, and
I
it's
can
like...
tell you where to go. What you do is you go in through the door, but you run back out of to hide.
Yeah.
You go forward to where she was, because they've got it's the tuner thing. Like this thing that you have to fix.
Yeah.
Then you've got to sneak round, and you've got to go into a door above. You know where that sitting area is, the lounge area?
Yeah.
You got to go through that door, or you go round whatever way, and there's an open green door in that area. That's where we go.
I'll find. It's been a while since I played it, but I just got frustrated. I was like, oh god, if this is what the humans are like, I just to think what the.
What I want to is work on Alien Isolation have co-op.
Yeah,
You know, why
that
can't
would
I
have
be
been
the
awesome.
alien? I'd love to be the alien and you be the human one, man. Like, and they go,
New
hold on, I'll
version.
just stop. No, but it would have been cool because there's some things in that game that just near impossible to do on hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's this, John? Do you have a coffee addiction, Malcolm? Is that how you stay awake to games so much? No, I don't drink coffee at all. It's a Coke addiction. You know, I've always drunk Coke, and that's what keeps me awake. And my wife tells me,
Actually, I should be the one with the coffee because I'm the one who's up all night. You're
actually, that's good. That's a good point. Actually, I'm up to about 2. Last time it was 4, but normally 2. And
Yeah.
Tash is the one who's up nearly the whole night.
Yeah, like through from like midnight to 10 o'clock in the morning.
But that's what you call a hardcore gaming session,
Yeah, exactly.
and having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, no, definitely having a lot of fun. I look forward to it. So.
John says an eye for an eye, Tash. Laugh out loud.
What was that for?
I think that was for the killing the humans in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Beat the shit out of them. But we've had so much fun with Saints Row. That was so funny.
Oh,
Except for the fact that it made our systems crash a couple of times each.
let me say this about Saints Row, right? The funny thing with Saints Row is I'm always focusing on missions, and if Tash sees a cluster, it's wait a minute, and I'm like, okay, we're ready now. Hold on, there's another one, and then at the end we found out that Tash had 12 missing. I had 12 more. It was like, what?
Which we don't get because it comes up on both our screens. But the annoying thing is as well, is I was getting all those, and but the problem is because we're playing on Malcolm's game, it's annoying because he accepts the missions and he can see where he needs to go. It does, unless it comes up with saying, oh, Malk's doing a mission, join. It does not give me the guide, like the blue flashing dots, to show me where to go. And then I have to try and figure out where you are. And unfortunately, at the moment, sometimes there is so much on the mini-map. Like, you're purple on my screen, but there's other stuff that's purple on the mini-map. So I can't see where to look.
That's because it's the Saints colour, that's why.
Yeah, no, I get that, but they shouldn't have. Like, I went to a whole area, and it turned out it was the bloody Saints, the people that were supposed to be helping us out.
Well,
I was like, well, where the bloody hell is Malcolm?
Well, why don't you tell everybody about your romance with Keith David?
Oh, God.
No,
the best one is with Kinsey, but, we also have to talk about the customization, the character customization, because you have the best EastEnders character ever.
I don't.
It's like you, but
it's like me, but with better hair.
Yeah, he's got very slicked hair. It's very.
I debate. What about you know what? We need to stick to one thing at a time on this game because we're just thinking about all the happy things. So
yeah.
What about customization?
Yeah. No. So I did mine, because what happens is, like, you see your character and the other person sees their character. But sometimes they swap between the two, don't they? It seems to be a bit confusing sometimes with how it swaps between the two, because you can play the whole campaign on co-op. And I did mine, and I kind of did it like me, but slightly more exaggerated and stuff.
I think it looks a lot like you. I think it looks a lot like you.
Now I'm in the better clothes. Now I'm in the clothes that are very me. It's a lot better. But unfortunately, when it started, mine looked like a bloody drag queen. Had this awful top on with necklace and these long earrings and then my hair and stuff. But even better is there is an option on the characterization, on the customization, where you have the different voices for your character, and my character is obviously set to female. But at the bottom you have Nolan North mode, and for anybody who doesn't know Nolan North, he does so many voices in Assassin's Creed. He's Nathan Drake in Uncharted. He plays the cores and the defective turrets in Portal 2. He does loads of. He's like the big gaming voice at the moment. He's like Troy Baker. Actually, they kind of sound similar. But I selected the Nolan North mode, so I've got this woman character walking around going, "Hey, we should do this," with this male voice.
I like mine goes like this, and mine talks like this. Let's see if I can do it a bit.
Yeah.
Oh well, we need to get a bit of that then, don't we?
Yeah.
Like that. And it's just so funny.
The
best part about my voice in the game is I had that voice in Saints Row 2 and 3 as well. So it's kind of like I'm actually playing the same. Yeah. The No North mode, I don't think that was in all of them.
No, I think it's special for this one. I think it's just because of.
But I love the voice of my guy because when he talks, it's just so funny.
He's so like London as well. It was the best fit. Is like you'll hear mine going woohoo and doing the over exaggerated American, and you'll just hear yours going yeah, I like this, kind of.
Well, I think it's a great game, and what about Sid and what about your relationships? Because you had a lot.
Oh yes. Yeah. So Keith David is in this game as himself in a very bizarre kind of like he's like, oh, you beat people up and I've overtaken Hollywood and stuff like that. And you have this option when you go to your buddies because you're on a spaceship and you go to your homies and you've got Keith David and you've got this woman Kinsey and you've got this annoying robot Sid, and you have this option to either talk to them like about the mission and shit, or you can romance them. Now, Keith David thinks it's weird that I should like him and that, we should stay professional, whereas Kinsey is eager to thump you go up. Now, bear in mind, like I say, I'm a woman, I've got no North voice, and I'm going, hey, Kinsey, do you want to fuck? And she just thumps you in the face and then it just jumps on you. So I'm like, lesbian action, okay. Mind you, who could turn down Nolan North's voice? But it's just the way but you can't do it again straight after you've done it. Because if you try to romance her again after the sex, she comes up going, you can only have it when I want it. It's like, well, fuck you, bitch.
But what about Sid?
Oh, well, you go to, and like if it's like Malcolm's character, basically he's like, oh, I am fully equipped for human pleasuring skills, and he goes down on you basically, and your character just stands there. But if you're the other person, when that person is romancing them, like Malcolm was romancing, and his character on my screen was just bouncing up and down, like I was like, okay, I know what he's doing.
I like Keith David's response to this one, where it goes, you ran a successful gang and you became the president, and I conquered Hollywood. It would be wrong if we both connected together.
Yeah. It's like Keith David did not conquer Hollywood. He's awesome at that, but seriously.
It's awesome and it's great in Hollywood, but conquering Hollywood is when you're like a massive star, like playing Robert De Niro or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a great game. It's so much fun. The side missions are very
repetitive. To hell. It's
glitched to hell. The game is massively glitched, and it's really bad in that way. But sometimes the glitches are actually quite funny. Like when those rubber dolls came and we were shooting them, and they were
oh my god! Yeah.
And the cars were bouncing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the side missions are very repetitive, but the story's really fun.
Yeah. It's silly. It's right up our silly, weird, wacky.
And you were right, by the way. You were right about that red room. It was a trophy.
I was.
Yeah.
Told you. Knew it.
Well, that's all right, because when we go through it again to clear up
we do it again,
we'll be able to get that anyway, because we'll have to clear it up because of the superpower thing.
Yeah. I knew it probably would be, because it seemed a bit like... But... I didn't know for definite, but it was just a guess.
John says, Keith David is the man, loved him in They Live and the other 3,000 movies, shows and cartoons that he has been in. Best character actor out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He was in Agent Cody Banks as well.
Yeah.
What else? James says, really enjoyed your latest review part of the Exiles game, Tash. Malcolm, have you seen Alex's contest video? I've done a video response. Yep, I saw Alex's contest video and I thought it was really short. The camera looked pretty good though, the video footage. I feel like I like the still book. I think it's nice that he's giving it away. But it's a bit weird when you've only got 16 subs. But then that's his choice. I saw you entered and said Nightmare on Elm Street. If I entered, I'd probably say, I don't know, wait and find out.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Something
know?
different from what everybody else says.
I'm gonna, I should
You
name
just copy everybody else.
I should name Bollywood horror movies, shouldn't I? Like,
Yeah.
would you, Halloween, something like that. Then people would be like, what the hell's that?
You should go for like a Japanese one or something, just to completely throw them
Actually,
off.
it's like if I mention The Ring, people go, oh, the American Ring. No, the
Yeah, the
Japanese Ring.
original.
People always irritate the hell out of me when they choose the American or English over the original.
Yeah. It's like, it's like I grew up like with, as a fan of older music, and then my sister would listen to the remakes and she'd be like, oh no, the old music's crap. And it's like, well, your version is exactly the same, done completely the same, just by different people. And she's like, yeah, but it's new and it's hit. But it's like, no, that's really not the reason to like it.
Well, I never forget being out in the market with my dad.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who it was. It was this singer, like a rapper singer.
Oh, yeah.
And he took the Spandau Ballet So True song and he made
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I heard it and I went mental. I went, what the hell is this piece of garbage?
Yeah.
I've been a big Spandau Ballet fan,
Yeah.
It kind of irritated the hell out of me. It was like, what the hell is this rubbish?
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed. I'm popping pills.
Yeah. Yeah, just
So angry.
I got Maryland cookies.
Oh, show off.
You're on the other side of the country for Maryland, so it doesn't matter.
The gaming sessions are like sometimes I Tash rummaging for a bag of cookies. And it's like, no, stop that because I'm getting hungry for cookies. But
no,
yeah,
my new thing has been Pringles. Like when we were playing Assassin's Creed and that, I'll be sat there with a tub of Pringles, just like, yeah. Well.
It's funny because not when we start playing, I'm eating and I'm at dinner.
Yeah, you're normally eating like your dinner or something.
And I feel so bad for Tash when I'm eating Go because it's like,
yeah.
It's just. Also, it's got another comment. John, didn't want to forget to tell you guys that you inspired me to broadcast my first Google Hangout video this morning. It was only 30 minutes, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, well done, John.
Awesome.
I'll have to
check that out sometime.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that. I hope 20 minutes of that was talking about how awesome I am.
Yeah, definitely. And about how awesome I am.
And 20 seconds about Tash, right? And then what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I hope it was fun.
No, yeah.
And we'll have to check it out, won't we?
Yeah, no, definitely. We'll have to.
Anyone's watching, check out John's Hangout.
Donna wants to do one on my channel next week, so.
Ooh, what's it going to be about?
Don't know, just general.
You're going to have to let me know what. You're going to have to let me know what time, so I can say really funny stuff.
Yeah, Donna's hoping that you'll join us. So.
Oh, sure.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fine. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So it'll be in the evening. I don't know when. She's off next week, so we've got girly night in on Tuesday. So.
Ooh. You need to play songs. Girls just wanna have fun. And put on like the nightwear stuff.
Oh yeah. With pillow fights and everything.
Yeah.
Well, we're hoping to get to play my new toys. So.
Nice. Oh, that's the new ball game, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what happens in the ball game?
Do not know yet. I've not looked up the rule book. I've not looked in the rule book because it's a paranormal investigative investigation. But this is the rule book. You'll see when because I've done a video unboxing everything. So.
Oh, have you?
That's it. Yeah. I've just got to upload it.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, but I'll check that out then when you upload it.
Yeah, I was going to upload it, but I really want to get my own vlogs up before.
Yeah.
I don't want to put new stuff up before older stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because they're kind of date the older stuff and you put up as new stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be within the next couple of days. So
John says the twin brothers from Spandau Ballet made a movie called The Craze many years ago. It wasn't
yeah,
that
they were
bad.
in the craze.
Well,
I
do you
didn't
know
see it
what? I saw it. I own it.
though.
It's one of my favourite movies. Bloody hell, I've got all this stuff. Oh, no, people watching. Sorry. Yeah, I watched it. It's one of my favourite films. I love the bit where they pull out the sword and shove it through the guy's hand at the snooker table. And the snooker.
Yeah.
Always, I remember after that, when I was a kid going, Mummy, can I do that to someone one day? And my mum going, you don't want to do that, Malcolm. And I went, we go to a pool club. Can I do it? Can you give me a sword? And she was like, no.
Well, of course, Martin Kemp used to be in EastEnders, so
Yeah, he played Steve Owen, didn't he?
yeah.
Gary Kemp, his twin brother.
He was in Bodyguard.
I don't know what one it is, but I think Gary Kemp's got 3 kidneys, and I think Martin Kemp's got 1, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very interesting because it's something that happens in twins.
Yeah, like when they got split, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but it happens.
Hmm.
You know, interesting information, but people probably don't care about. But
I think I'm like 2P. My, you know, like they say we all start as twins, and then we get like it gets distributed or whatever. Because I've got the 2 crowns on my head, and I've got one side longer than the other. I wonder sometimes if I didn't get my twin didn't get absorbed properly.
imagine it. Imagine if you had a twin, it was living in you. Because some people have that, don't they?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the
Can you
twins
imagine?
inside them.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember watching this thing, and this woman, she had a twin sister, and that twin was like this scar on her.
Oh yeah.
And it was really emotional. It was like, you know, one of those real life documentary things.
Yeah.
And she had to get it cut off because it could get her ill because it being, you know, body stuff.
Because yeah.
And I remember watching it, and it's going to make it sound so bad, but I remember crying my eyes out because she held afterwards. They put in, you know, those bags that you near put because of health hazards.
Yeah.
And she was holding the bag, and I was in tears. Like what? Because it was so upsetting. Because I kept thinking about how horrible that must be, knowing that's somebody who was your twin and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of annoyed me a bit in a sad way, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, it's weird, you know.
Yeah, Gary Kemp was in The Bodyguard because he was the publicist guy.
Was he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that what you were checking up?
No, I was just adding the chat to my playlist. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at up because you mentioned.
No, I was just checking if nobody had commented on the video.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. No, I just wondered. I do like the Craze movie. I think it's a great movie. I like Charlie, which is based on the Richardsons as well.
All right.
It's nowhere as good as the Craze movie, but it's all right. I do like mobster movies.
Yeah.
Any real man does. You know, I've always been one of those guys that wish I had the money where I could buy fancy suits and walk down the road and go, yeah.
And look like Reservoir Dogs kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
you know, grab hold of around the people,
music,
you're going to give me some money. You know, grab hold of around the people in the street, go, you're going to give me some money, and all this, you know. But
John says Martin Kemp was in a vampire movie a while back.
he was.
I believe it's called Embrace of the Vampire. I could be wrong though.
You're right. It's called Embrace of the Vampire, and it had Alicia Milano in it, topless, and men absolutely went crazy about it because I think that was the first topless scene.
Yeah.
And she has a sex scene in it with him, and it was a really, really bad movie. It's on Blu-ray over here, and there was a remake. Of course,
it's on Blu-ray.
And there was a remake of it as well.
They only released the worst movies on Blu-ray.
Oh, they do. Like X-Files.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The second X-Files movie.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking to my cousin, and he was asking me about shows, and he said, Mel, why haven't you bought the X-Files? You like X-Files? And I said, yeah, I haven't bought it because I'm waiting for the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And he went, well, why don't you buy the DVDs? I went, because it'd be a waste of money. If I spend like $80 on the DVDs, and then it comes out on Blu-ray, that $80 could have gone towards the Blu-ray.
You could have put the Blu-rays, yeah. You can stream it on Netflix at the moment, so because it's on American Netflix. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I might do that then. I might watch some of it on there. But I've been watching Golden Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh yeah, you're really getting into your Gordon Ramsay.
I want to do my own thing called Malcolm YouTube Nightmares, right? And I want to just swear at people, like go, your fucking channel sucks. And, right? And say things like, I want your videos to succeed, and grab all the glasses and put them across the room and everything. And then I want to have a nice tender moment and go, what's holding you back? And then them go, when I was a baby, I lost a loved one. I lost my great 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 grandfather who I never met, and it destroyed me.
Yeah.
Right? And then we'll go, you need to back up, sort yourself out. And then after that, they do fantastic YouTube videos. Because that's all Golden Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares is. Him turning up, him eating some of the food, going, this is awful, with loads of swear words.
Yeah.
Right? Going to the kitchen, the people not being happy with him then putting them to one side and giving them some sort of counselling.
Yeah.
Then revamping their restaurant, like changing rooms kind of style.
Right, yeah, yeah.
And then after that, they'll start cooking perfectly, and the same chef who could barely cook anything now can cook a whole lasagna and everything without being cold. And afterwards they go, thanks Gordon, you really helped us, and we really feel like we can do a lot now. And I sit there going, in 3 days.
Yeah, can you imagine if there was somebody like that to deal with YouTube channels? Just
weed
out the shit and improve
the this is what would happen. They'd send me some videos and I'd go, the lighting that's terrible. You need to bulk your head up a bit more. Oh, you know what? This is shit. Right? It'd just be awesome, wouldn't it?
It would. Can you imagine? Just like you say, weed out the shit and improve the ones that have potential. Kind of thing. Like, pay for some sodding equipment or something.
It'd just be funny, wouldn't it? Are you insulting my intelligence by making this video? It's just great. Have you seen the movie A Most Violent Year? Mobs Esco, but most movies so slow and you may lose interest halfway through. And Most Violent Year. I haven't heard it. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. I'll have to check that out now. I don't mind a slow movie if it's slow in the right sense.
Yeah.
If it's slow because it's building tension and there's actually something happening during that time,
yeah,
I'm fine. If it's slow and you just got Pill going like this, older.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm like,
Oh, don't. Yeah. Have you ever seen A History of Violence? That movie's so boring.
I've seen The History of Violence. Talk about why Viggo Mortensen in and Maria Bella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. I got DVD, and I remember watching it because I heard it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, I picked it up because I heard it was amazing, and I picked it up and I was like,
Put it in, saw the sex scene between Viggo Mortensen and Maria Bella.
Yeah,
you remember I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
I was a lot younger at the time, So I say this, people don't think I'm a pervert, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, that's kind of hot. Then Ed Harris turns up, right, looking like an old wrinkled shriveled pro.
Yeah.
And
which is what Ed Harris does well.
He does well now, because he's so old now. And then he tells her, he goes, I don't know who you are. And then basically Viggo Mortensen has sex with Bella on the stairs and kind of forces himself on her.
Yeah.
And then you get this really boring ending.
Yeah.
Right? And you're just like, this movie could have been so great and it just sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those movies.
No, that was like you. Like I was younger and they had the sex scene. I was like, wow, that's quite hot. And then the rest of the movie was just so naff. I was like, okay.
I remember watching the stairs scene and thinking, if she wasn't fighting back so much, that would have been a really nice scene.
Yeah.
Well, this is the chat. The chat now is going to be called Best Sex Scenes in Movies.
In movies, yes.
But no, seriously.
Well, we've had sex scenes in games, so it seems sensible to talk about now.
Sex scenes in games. Do you remember the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Hot coffee.
Do you remember that?
Mm.
I never got to do it.
I didn't have the PC version. I was
No, me
playing the
either.
PS2 version. So, just to have the sex in the cars was like as hot as it got for me. But I didn't have the PC version, so
I never forget being a kid and going with my grandma's for Grand Theft Auto 3. My
yeah.
cousin was around there and we wanted to play it, and it was right at the beginning of the game. And I remember going, "Look, Grandma, I'm picking up a prostate." And then boom, 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 right? And then I go, "Look at me, Grandma, I'm bashing her to death." Right? And she
And
goes,
when she
"Turn that
moved
off."
off, you just shot her and got your money back.
Yeah, and that was the bit, where that's the bit where my grandma said, "Turn that off. You're not playing that here." And I was like, "Why?" She was too violent. And I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, I'm so glad my parents didn't know what I was playing, because seriously, if they knew I was sat there watching, picking up hookers and then
But to
watching the
me,
car bounce up and down.
it's so funny because when you're younger, that's like the highlight.
Oh god, yeah, exactly.
Now when I get a game like Breath of the Wild, I don't care about the prostitutes. If I get them in the car, and now it's just to boost up life.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Back then, I was like, "Oh, I can't see in the car."
yeah, that is the thing. Is like when you're younger, and this is a big taboo or whatever, you're like, oh yeah, this is great. And then, like you say, as you get older, you're just like, yeah, whatever, just
Well, I remember because now in number 5, you can put first person view and actually see the sex going on.
really. Oh dear
Yeah,
God.
it's not that great, but you can see it. You get what I
Yeah,
mean?
the idea is that you.
Um,
Oh, that was so funny. Us naked on Saints Row.
oh dear, look, how can I say things about you and me now?
Yeah, no, we've seen each other
Well,
naked now.
me and Tash were playing each other naked, right? And she kept trying to look. She kept saying, "Can you get that blur away from that front area, please?" And I was like, "No, I'm not
Yeah,
doing it."
it's so
No, no.
pixelated.
The best
So
part
I
is
couldn't
when,
believe. She was like, hang on, it's an 18 rated game. Why is it pixelated? I was like, we don't really need to see each other's bits.
Kane and Lynch was pixelated. I think it's because even though it is 18 rated, it's still against the law to show. I think
Yeah, you
the
can't show erect.
yeah,
Yeah,
you can't show a man's erect penis, and you can't show a woman's baby.
yeah,
I call it.
unless it's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's Game of Thrones. But what I mean is, but then that's HBO. They can do what they want.
Yeah, but on a
But
game that's marketed
you can't do that.
in general, yeah, no, exactly.
I can't understand why the breasts were blurred though.
Yeah, that was a bit. Mind you, mine was so big on the game that you probably would have knocked it.
But yeah, it was quite fun, especially when we were bending over to be sick, and you could practically see what the person's
Yeah,
looking
you're
for.
literally like right in front of each other. Just like,
The best part was when Tash kept trying to push me out the way, like, "Out the way!"
just like get out of my way. I'm trying to get past.
And then all these aliens come down shooting us, and I'm like, "We're gonna die because we've got nothing on."
Yeah, I could have just hit them with my boobs, and you could have like shot them.
But that's when you know you've got a real friendship, when you see each other naked.
Yeah, and you just carry on playing. Just...
It doesn't phase you at all. It's just like, let's keep going.
But who is that guy that we had to save? Matt? Is he in the
Oh,
previous
Matt.
games?
Yeah. Hey,
Right.
the next mission we've got to do is we've got to rescue him.
Ah, right, yeah.
And then we've got to get Johnny Gat and some others, because that's when we unlock more mini side missions.
Yeah.
I don't know why I call them mini missions, but I always do.
It is awesome to be able to ask Keith David to help us out there. Even
Yeah,
though he
Keith
just stands there.
You contact Keith David, go, "Can you come help us, homie?" And he comes, right? And he just stands there going, "Oh, shit." And then he starts getting blown up.
Dying and then getting back up again.
I mean, what the hell's his problem? Why does he and he's got a shotgun, which you go, "Yeah," but he does nothing with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
what
then
about
after the boss battle that you've just done, he just stands there and you're like, Keith, like, what are you going to do?
what happened to you shooting him? You shot
Yeah,
him a few times,
oh, yeah, right in
and then
the
he
face.
and then he started shooting back.
Yeah, you did it as well. And he like he points his gun at you, but just stands there while you shoot him in the face.
And then all of a sudden he just starts shooting back. And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" And he hits you perfectly, and you're like, "No."
Can you imagine if in real life you could just go, Keith, would you mind coming helping us? And then you just like slap him in the face.
Can you imagine that though, going, "Hey, Keith, Kipper."
Yeah.
It's so bad, I tell you. Oh dear, but yeah, it's a fun game.
The silliness of games. I think
Uh,
that's what it's one that you don't have to take. You can't take seriously, and it's just silly in it.
well, you
Sometimes
know,
you have to have games where we have these games that are so serious, and because I've been playing Last of Us lately, it's that kind of thing where it's nice to just play something that is so stupid. It's
well, the thing is, after playing this game and that, at some point I'm going to play the third one again.
yeah,
Because on that PS now I can play the third one, can't I? So
yeah,
I'm probably going to play that again
yeah.
eventually. I don't know when. Now I've got so many games to get through. I've got the Lego games coming.
Oh, you have, yeah.
Yeah, I
Did
took
you get the
done
new
this.
Batman one, or?
I bought all of them. I bought the
Oh, you
Hobbit,
did. Oh,
Marvel,
really?
Lego, and Batman one. I bought all
Yeah.
four. I don't know
The
why.
Batman one looks good because it's got Adam West doing voice in it, apparently. So.
I've heard the Batman ones are very limited compared to the others, and it was quite a
Oh,
letdown.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but personally, I don't care about that. I just care about doing the missions.
No, yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, you
You
know,
just want
maybe
trophies.
I didn't buy the Batman one for the Batman stuff. I bought it for the bloody ammo.
Yeah, 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 exactly. You
Uh,
wanted the arrow.
Tell you what, I'm happy with the. I want to play the Adam West Batman and stuff, but
Yeah.
you know,
I'm glad they're doing Arrow Funkos and Flash Funkos. So.
well, I gotta be honest. I want to get the Arrow one.
Yeah.
I'll probably get the Flash one. Um, I'm hoping they do. I want to start doing some ninja movie ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Why don't they go back in time and do some, what do you call it? Why don't they do some Galileo ones, like with the black hat and the black mask and that? Why don't they do that? I want that
It's
stuff.
it's nice that Funko are finally starting because we've got like those ones. We've got the Supernatural ones have just come out. We finally got the X-Files ones in April. It's nice that they're starting to do more of the TV pop culture shows. Kind of thing.
Well, I want to see. There's some I want. I'll tell you what ones I want. I want the Sons of Anarchy ones.
Yeah.
I want the Flash and the Arrow ones. I want a Diggles one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
As much as I love Arrow and I love Oliver Queen, I think Diggles is my favourite character.
Yeah.
You know, the pain after his brother's been killed and he wants to get Deadshot is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I think the thing is with Diggles is you can feel like it's a very real character.
Yeah. I want
As
the Deathstroke one as well.
as Oliver Queen, you know what kind of character he is and you really enjoy it. But at the same time,
Yeah.
you know he's never going to die or ever get in real trouble because he's a superhero.
No, exactly.
You
That's
know,
the thing. We know he won't die, whereas it's Diggle is so much
I,
more.
I keep waiting. I'm waiting for that big, massive goatee and that voice to get more like, ew.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I tried doing yesterday. I tried doing a Blu-ray overview of my whole Blu-ray collection of
Oh yeah,
TV shows, right?
yeah.
And I got 40 minutes in, and then my camera's batteries died.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so I have to. I now just can't bother to do it. You know, I've got. Don't get me wrong, I've got it. It's on the thing, but I've got a few left. Like I need to put Boardwalk Empire and all that stuff on there.
Yeah,
And I
I
really,
had that. Sorry, you were saying.
and I was gonna say was I couldn't be bothered to carry on at the time because I was just like, you know what? I've been doing it for 40 odd minutes, and every couple I can't bother to get the batteries, put them in, and then do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'll probably do the next bit maybe today or tomorrow or something because it was beautiful. The lighting was great. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can quickly show. Because it was really nice. It's a lot better than in here.
yeah.
Um, if you do, what were we gonna say? Well, you say what you were gonna say.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I had exactly the same problem the other day when I did my X-Files board game unboxing. Because I did it, I was all set up, I had the table set up and everything. I went to record and then the bloody batteries died. I was like, no, so then I had to go plug my camcorder in for a while and everything was just left sat there.
Here we go. Let me just get this up a little bit. Here we go. Let me share the screen. I only do this for a minute. Share. Okay. Present to everybody. Look, there I am. I look like I'm drugged up.
Nice.
So,
You're just like, yeah, whatever.
that's, so
Your hair looks a
Oh,
lot darker there.
what's that?
Your hair looks a lot darker there.
Yeah, you can see I'm balding and all.
Yeah.
But see what I mean? It was really good, and I really enjoyed
It's
doing it.
really well lit and everything. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Then it bloody cut out on me. So when you get a camera with bloody batteries. I'd like to see a Funko Pop of Manny from Grim Fandango. Guess who that was from?
Oh, let me guess.
That's from Jimmy J. Johnson. I'd like to see a Funko Pop of Manny with no legs,
Yeah.
right? With a spectacle on, right? And that bottle he had where he burped.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does in the game. James showed me a bit of the game, and he burps and he goes,
Yeah.
You know, I saw quite this guy, my friends, is actually playing the remastered Grim Fandango.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I want to play the game, but then at the same time, I'm like, I really, really can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those games which I'll need to be in the mood for because it's like, you know those old games? Do you remember the old games where you'd play them? And they'd be so bad, but at the same time, you'd want to complete them.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what it
Well,
reminds
what?
me of.
Like me going back to NCIS? Just
Yeah,
like
just like
get
that.
it out of the way.
Yeah, like that, but a lot more simple.
Yeah. No matter how dirty you feel, it's like just get it out of the way.
And that's how I feel when I play Grim Fandango. I feel dirty
Yeah.
and abused.
Oh, dear.
So, what's the subject going to be then?
Well, we were going to do fantasy last week, weren't we?
Yes, we were. So, would you like to start us off?
I don't know. It's fantasy is one of those interesting. I think, although we've always had fantasy like TV series and that, I think they've become a lot more prevalent recently. You know, like with stuff like I was going to say Grimm, but that's a bad example. But with stuff like I mean, did you ever see Legend of the Seeker?
Never seen it.
Or even Game of Thrones. That's I like Legend of the Seeker, but Game of Thrones is a good, you know, stuff like that, and but I love stuff like Lord of the Rings, and I think it's one of those one of those categories that seems to be more popular these days. I think because they've become more, you know, like with CGI and stuff, it's become a lot more accessible.
I've never seen any of these shows or films, so I can't really say much about it.
But I know because Donna said, you know, about Labyrinth. Have you seen Labyrinth?
Are you talking about the David Bowie film?
Yeah, with David Bowie's junk.
I never noticed that bit, but
How could you not? It's so obvious.
So now I'm gonna have to put that film on just to look at that again now.
It's so huge. It's just disconcerting.
My brain's gone dead from thinking about his junk now.
Sorry.
Get David Bowie out my brain. Get out my brain. It's a good film. I really remember. I remember watching it years ago. I've got the Blu-ray of it, but I need to watch now.
Yeah.
But obviously years ago, and I remember it just blowing my mind. It'd been so wonderful. It so
That's
fantastic.
amazing. I love
Yeah.
Jim Henson's puppets.
Yeah, it was just an incredible film to watch. And as somebody who was really young when I watched it, it just was like,
Yeah.
you know, I just loved it so much. You know.
Yeah. That and I love like The Princess Bride and shit, I had the other one in my head then. I can't think what it was.
Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
No, I haven't. Was that any good?
I never get the guy's name. Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah. The one who does the Strain and is working on the new Silent Hill game.
It's one of those films where you watch it and you can tell Hellboy and all that came from it because you got the same kind of creatures in it, you know, like.
Oh, really? Yeah.
What is that creature's name? The one with the hand. You know the fish
one with the
one.
eyes.
Yeah.
I know the one. I can't think of.
Is it Ape?
I can't remember.
I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you. Yeah.
There's ones like him in it.
Yeah.
And it's a really weird film. I think it's Spanish. I think it's Spanish. If I got it right. 'Cause again, I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, it is. I
And
know. I remember. I think I tried watching it, and it was subtitled or something.
it's
So
one of those sorts. If you stick with, it'll stay with you for the rest of your life.
right, yeah,
You know, and it's nothing when they get on Blu-ray to watch again. Because the thing with fantasy movies is they've come more thinking now, but back in the day they were very far and few between, unless it was in the 80s.
that's what I'm saying. They've become so much popular now. You know, like so overdone now that people forget that actually, you know, when we got them back then, like Neverending Story and Labyrinth and Dark Crystal and stuff like that, it was a rare occasion kind of treat kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, what about Big Trouble in Little China?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
a
it's not.
classic.
You know, I mean, it's a fantasy movie. It's not in the same realm with the others.
No, but it's still, yeah,
Yeah, but it's still, I'd call it more of an adventure, but it has got a lot of fantasy stuff in it.
yeah,
You know, I remember watching that, and I remember seeing the basket head samurai guys and just falling in love with them all.
yeah.
Thinking this is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. And then getting to the end and just crying because I was like, they all died in terrible, stupid ways that shouldn't have happened.
Mm.
You know, Carter Wong blows himself up. What the hell
Yeah, I
is
was
that
gonna say,
about?
yeah,
His master dies, so he gets upset and blows himself up. He's just like, well, why did he do that?
well, yeah,
You get the electric guy gets a statue pushed on him and dies, and you're like, the only
yeah,
one that actually gets a proper death is the one with the swords.
yeah.
And I just sit there going, but what is this about? Why, you know, why couldn't we have had it where Frank Burton had to go against, or is it Jack Burton? It's Frank, isn't it?
It's Frank is.
I always get the names
I
confused.
think it's Jack. I can't remember.
It's got to be Frank. Let me have a quick look. It could be Jack Burton, actually. This is what happens when you watch so many films. You get the names mixed up.
John said, The Sword and the Sorcerer is one of my all-time favourite fantasy movies. Cheesy as hell and the graphics were really bad, but a fun movie to watch.
Well,
I've seen Sword and the Sorcerer, but I can't remember much about it.
it was Jack Burton.
Oh, it is Jack.
That's a shame. Bloody hell. James Hong is 86 years old this
No
year.
way.
Seriously. And he's been in 398 films. Bloody hell. The Sword and the Sorcerer, was that?
Yeah.
You know what? There's so many fantasy films that I've watched, but a lot of them, it's going to sound bad, I watched them when I was a kid,
Yeah.
so I don't always remember them.
No, exactly, yeah.
And there's certain ones I remember really, really well, if I can find the video back, there it is. And there's other ones I don't. You
Yeah.
know, like, I remember a lot of the old Disney-like fantasy films.
Yeah, like
You
Sword
know.
and the Stone and stuff.
Yeah, Sword
Yeah.
in the Stone and stuff like that. But then I think
Black Cauldron.
I think about films like The Neverending Story, 1, 2, 3, and I think there was a
Yeah.
fourth one.
Yeah.
And as much as I remember them, I don't remember them at all.
No. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like I've seen Neverending Story. I own it on DVD, but I only remember certain bits, you know.
There's a 30th anniversary edition of The Neverending Story on Amazon. I might get it sometime. Love that film. That's James. John Port, do you remember a cartoon from the 70s called Wizards? That's a great animation fantasy movie.
Yeah. It
I
got really shown
remember,
in the 80s when I was a kid.
I remember the film, and I
Yeah.
remember it being animated. And other than that, I don't remember the rest of it.
We had, I loved Dungeons and Dragons, the kids'
Oh, yeah.
cartoon show. That was awesome.
I used to own that.
Really?
You can buy the DVD of it for £5 off Amazon.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I might have to get that because I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That
Apparently it's edited.
Oh.
But
You know
you
what?
have-
I was wondering if, you know, like I kind of wonder sometimes, you know, like we were saying about how many fantasy movies and TV shows we have now. I do wonder sometimes if, like, the popularity of, like, multiplayer games have, like, added to that because of stuff like not even necessarily Dungeons and Dragons the board game, but stuff like World of Warcraft and that becoming. I mean, we've got all the Elder Scrolls. We've got so many fantasy games, multiplayer games now. I do wonder sometimes if that has added to the popularity of the genre.
Well, before we continue on that, do you remember the Dungeons and Dragons board game? You pull it up.
Yeah.
Do you remember the controversy around it? But people were dying.
Evil and it was summoning the devil and stuff.
But people were dying because of it and stuff. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember as a kid saying to my mum, "Can I have the game?" And she said, "No, because you'll die." And I was like, "Really?" And she kept saying, "Yeah, people were dying from playing that game." And I was like, "I don't think so." But I remember it going on for years. People were so paranoid about that.
Yeah, they thought it was all like I said, they thought it was to deal with, that you'd be summoning demons and stuff like that.
Because they thought it was like a Ouija kind of board, except in a game.
Yeah, and they thought it was promoting that kind of, satanic ritual.
But going back to, like you said, about games like, Elder Scrolls and stuff.
Yeah.
When you play a game like Skyrim or something, I believe it makes you want to watch a movie like it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, wow, I played in this show. I've learnt these powers. I've took down this ginormous dragon. I want to see this in a movie and think the movie's about me or whatever people think.
Yeah.
And I think fantasy, like you said, has probably got better because of that. Things like Game of Thrones and that, they're great books and everything, but I think it's games like Skyrim that made them possible, like you said.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Skyrim and then you look at Game of Thrones, it's not that far behind. They're quite similar.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, when you think of how many fantasy books in the past have been written and yet they've not been made into movies, and yet all of a sudden we seem to have this burst where, it's becoming more like we must make that a movie or TV show.
I think Game of Thrones is around because of games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think the things that helped make that happen was things like Hercules and Xena as well.
Yeah, they were great shows, yeah.
But think about if they happened now instead of back then. Because back then the CGI wasn't that great.
No, exactly. Well, that's why I wondered as well if it is thanks to CGI becoming more... Because like you say, Zelda and that, they were great cheesy shows, but they didn't have, obviously, the graphics or that could have made them so much fuller kind of thing. Well, they were good on their own, but I wonder sometimes if Xena, if it, stuff I was going to say, my point was stuff even, we talk about the games now, but even going back to Legend of Zelda, that's something that's...
Talking about Zelda, Zelda's going to be in the arcade block again this month.
Oh, it's nothing but that's all that's going to be in the arcade block, because I'm so excited by that, seriously. I can't escape it, seriously, I swear. It's like... there are good Zelda games. There are. I'm just not as obsessed with them. I don't think they've been as good recently as they used to be. And also, I'm just not a big fan of them. I think it's oversaturated.
Get this, I've never played a Zelda game.
Have you not? You better...
I've never played one. I've never finished it. I've always preferred Mario over Zelda and Sonic and stuff. I could never ever play Zelda. Zelda to me just seemed like a little elf running around with a bow. And it just bored me, bored me senseless.
I tried, Donna loaned me Twilight Princess on the Wii, Princess even, and I played a little bit of it and I was like, please take this back. I cannot play this, it's awful.
Let's talk about, let's talk about Faith.
Oh, yes.
Because I've been playing that and all, haven't I?
Yeah.
So let's see your thoughts on Faith then, and then I'll say mine.
I just found it's certainly nothing like the old Thief games. I just found it really boring. I found it really tedious. I tried playing it, and because Donna loaned it to me, and I tried and I tried. It should be up my alley because I love my stealth games, but I just found it really annoying. The guards and that were really annoying, and I just didn't get into it. And the story is so boring, and Garrick is so annoying, and it's just like... And like I say, you know what, the Thief series, the previous ones, were really good games, and then that one, it makes me sad. It's another one of those things where they reboot and successfully kill a series.
What's it? Before we continue, John said Lee Horsley had the three-bladed sword in Sword and the Sorcerer. The blade shot out when he pushed a button on the sword. You know what? I've seen some Asian movies where that's happened as well.
Hmm.
Alrighty
Oh.
then, guys. This was fun. I'm gonna have to go now and make a gameplay of Grim Fandango soon, but I was supposed to do it last night. Want to do it as I can then. So see you Wednesday, Malcolm, and for now, take care. Okay. Enjoy Grim Fandango.
Yeah. Thanks for
Um,
advertising.
in case you didn't hear that, James, Tash
No,
said
no,
you're self-advertising.
no.
Stop it. Anyway. So, no, seriously, going back to Faith.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do Grim Fandango earlier? Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Well, he managed to stay for an hour, so that's impressive.
that is impressive. An hour, showing some determination. Anyway, going back to the important stuff now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Faith. Okay, so I saw that Tash played, and I saw that Tash kind of gave up on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna see if it's any good. Because now what I do, it's gonna sound really weird, but now if Tash plays the game, I try and get that game.
Yeah.
Right, because I want to get more trophies and I want to compare and laugh like this. Ho, 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 ho.
But it takes a lot to get me to stop playing a game. It's like,
Well, the thing with Faith is, I've noticed they've tried to make it Assassin's Creed like. Like, why is the main Faith guy got one of those blade things like bloody Arno's got?
yeah, yeah,
Now, I know this game came out first,
yeah,
but it's got that hidden blade thing like Arno's got. You know, that shoots
Yeah.
out the bow thing. And I was like, what the hell?
yeah. The whole
Uh,
frigging bow thing was just like,
And the whole climbing up and moving around things is so bad.
yeah,
And the soldiers barely move.
Hmm.
And after time, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to complete, I think you're supposed to complete the game without knocking anyone out. On a playthrough, and I've been just knocking people out so I can get by them.
yeah. Yeah, because some of them, you try and sneak by and then they spot you and you've got no choice but to beat them out.
The best part is if you keep holding the button, you can just keep avoiding the hit.
I hate the jumping mechanics. Like,
Yeah.
there's some ledges about you're supposed to get to, and you're like, how the bloody hell do I even get to that? Or whatever.
Well, this is the thing that irritates me as well about the game. I don't like this in first person.
No. I mean, it's always been in first person, but I don't like the way it's been handled in this one.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I understand it's supposed to be in first person.
Yeah.
But I hate first person when it comes to stealth because I never know if I'm hidden behind something properly.
Yeah.
And it's like, it takes me back to Isolation. That radar thing really irritates me because I've got no idea what's going on it.
Yeah. No, exactly.
People are supposed to be more at distance if they're further away, but I'm like, how am I supposed to figure this out?
Yeah.
You know, and every time I try and kill some of those androids, they go, oh, there he is, over there. And I'm like, oh, you know. And they catch me because I've got a lot of medical stuff because it's hard.
Yeah.
What happens is I use it and I end up with a tiny bit of life left and they hit me once and I'm dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, Faith, going back to Faith, let's keep going Alien. Faith, from what I saw, the story's quite boring. His girlfriend died, or whatever she was, and he's got a hook, and then this thing. And I found out about the movie, it's supernatural, the game.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want a supernatural game when it's a faith game. I want a faith game where it's about faithing.
Yeah.
So
I was, you know what, though, Garrett is so funny because every time he was speaking, I was just like, oh, just shut up, let's get on with this game, you know. I was like, I have no interest in this story and that. He was kind of like bloody AJ in Far Cry.
yeah, AJ was a boring character.
Yeah.
That's what I saw last night. Alex started Far Cry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, good luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was like,
He'll be after people to help him with his...
I don't think he actually cares about that stuff, to be honest.
No, I don't think, yeah.
You know, I do.
Yeah, I
You
do.
know, And you
Yeah.
do more now, didn't you? Oh,
Yeah. Well, I used to, but it's nice now to have the thing. What I'm enjoying is having somebody to play with to help me get the like the platinums and stuff. Because
yeah.
obviously I'm used to playing games and not being able to get the
Well, it's the
the
same here, you know.
festival. Yeah,
It's the same here. That's why I went into Little Big Planet. I was like, yeah, let's play it, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I was like, plus I'm a serious gamer anyway, you know. I'm like,
yeah.
people don't realise it, but I'm a hardcore gamer,
Mm,
you know. Me and Tash will be playing the game, and I'll go, we can get this trophy and that trophy if we do this, do that. And Tash will look up a walkthrough for certain collectibles if we need to,
yeah,
sometimes. And if Tash can't at the time, then normally I'll do, you know.
yeah,
And it's good. It's good teamwork. I enjoy it,
yeah. No, it's fun.
you
So much
know.
fun. You could have a good laugh and stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly, you know. But I was gonna say, that was doing my ear with. I was gonna say. So yeah, I'm gonna rent the order.
Yeah. Oh, you are gonna rent it. Yeah,
I'm gonna rent it because I'm like, if it's only got 22 trophies, if I play it for 2 days straight, I'll complete the game and get all the trophies.
yeah.
You know, and I'm like, do I want to pay $66 for a game that I can get for probably what $6 to rent?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, I'll rent it.
Oh, I've hit a bloody snag in The Last of Us. I'm so gutted. Donna will tell you. I was literally so I'm playing The Last of Us a second time after just finishing it on Survivor difficulty, and I'm trying to get all the collectibles. And you also have to unlock shiv doors and stuff like that. And I was doing really well, and I was following guides to help me so I didn't miss anything. Because turns out some things, you know what, I was doing really well with the collectibles, but there's some things that are higher than eye level that I would not normally think to look up for, like
Yeah,
stupid pendants up in trees
yeah,
that I have to
same
shoot
thing as
down
me.
and stuff
Same
like
thing
that.
as me. I wouldn't do that unless I knew it was neglected, unless it was shown.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm doing all this and that, and I got to this one door, shiv door that I needed to unlock. Didn't have the scissors to make a shiv. I found scissors when I went in the hotel, except you can't get back out of the hotel.
Oh,
So I've missed a door, which means I've also missed a collectible, which means
mm.
I've got to replay the sodding game when I finished it this one time. So,
Did the collectibles carry over?
no.
So that means you're gonna
So
have to play it
Donna,
on easy to
Donna
get
was
it.
like, "Oh well, you'll get to I'm going to play it on easy." Donna was like, "Oh well, you don't, if you just carry on getting them, then you can just do them when you do it again." I'm like, "You don't have to, you get that one that you've missed, and then you can stop playing." I was like, "They don't carry over." So I've got to get So I'm going to get as many trophies from this playthrough as I can, and then I'm just going to play it on easy and whiz through it and get all the doors and the collectibles. Because the problem is I'm playing on Survivor, so resources are really limited. So I think I may have used some scissors to make a bomb to help me out of a situation, and unfortunately they were scissors that I needed to make a shiv instead. So I am so annoyed though, because I was doing so well. I had them all, and I got to that point and I've missed a door. So that's two things I'm not going to get.
Well,
I was hoping to only do it in 2 playthroughs, not have to do it again.
what you need to do is you need to follow Malk's guide to collectibles, right? What I do is I always do it on really hard first.
Yeah, well that's what I've done. I've got it on the hardest.
And then I always play the game the second time on easy. Unless
Yeah.
there's an extreme difficulty I have to do, then I do the easy on the third playthrough.
Right, yeah. Well, the problem is with Last of Us is you have to play it twice because they have like a plus mode, which you also get trophies for doing.
Well, so because what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete Alien, then I'm going to go through it on easy, because I know I'll just be able to run through it on easy.
Yeah, because you got to do it without dying and stuff. So.
And if I do that, then I can collect the collectibles along the way, like follow a guide thing, and get them all. I just don't like all these audio logs, like you have to watch them on the bloody screens and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But I normally follow a guide after I just need them.
Yeah.
So on my easy playthrough, after I've completed this one, I'll probably do that.
Right, yeah.
Because my Alien Ice Station is going to get platted. Woo!
That's the thing. I'm never going to be able to plat Last of Us, so I want to be able to get as many trophies as possible. Kind of.
Actually, you could plat very easily.
No way.
Just make 40 accounts and join your same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, imagine that. Oh, how many accounts do you have? 40. Why?
Yeah,
I did it
yeah,
for one game.
yeah.
Well, it's interesting because it was great. It was great playing like I said before. You know, Donna started playing Little Big Planet the other day.
Yeah, it's good that you get to
And
play stuff together.
I tell you what she was like. She was like this. She was like, oh, you know, because Donna always watches, doesn't she?
Yeah,
And I said, you know what? Take this, give it a go, and she did. So we started playing together, and it was so funny because you should have seen her face. It was all out like this, and I was like, this is so funny because Donna always says her mind because she's older can't understand game. I said, you can understand anything if you play it enough.
yeah,
You know, the problem is with who don't know things. Most of the time they just give up because they can't. They don't. They think they can't when they can if they just learn.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah,
You know, it's like when people get injured badly and have to train themselves to walk in. It's a bit like that.
yeah,
It's a strange thing, but you know what I mean.
yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
So yeah, she was playing and she was laughing because we were playing as what was that one? Not Toggle, not the fight, the little one, the running one, the dog
Oh
one.
no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shit.
Poggle?
Oh shit. Oh my god! I can't think of it off the top of my head. I know the one you mean, though, the running one.
Yeah. Well, we were doing that, and she was in tears of laughter over that.
Yeah.
So it was just quite.
Swoop is annoying. I hate Swoop. Swoop's really annoying. The
The
bird.
last caravan
Yeah.
mission where you do the swoop thing, you have to
Oh
ace
yeah.
that in order to get a trophy.
It's impossible.
But
I struggled so much. Donna watched me playing it. She was like,
but every time I go through it, I'm like, what about those swinging things that go around like this? I'm like, am I supposed to get around that?
yeah, it's
There's a
those
thing
tight
coming to
corners
me.
as well. Yeah.
I can do all up until the spinning wheel things.
Yeah.
And I did the first one, then the second one got me. I was like playing this one. And what about the bloody pin pocket term thing? Where you have to
What?
move the objects. You know, the move the objects. You know, like construction stuff.
Oh yeah, they're really annoying.
Oh, I can't do that either. I did the first one and got the trophies.
Yeah.
But the second one is just like insane.
I'm
Because
glad to hear that you don't have to get all the bubbles, but I am annoyed that there is that one that you have to play 4-player because.
I'm hoping I can put my other controller on and make it free. Because apparently you can get 3 players.
Well, even if we got my Donna in, we could have if you could sign on with your account, your 2 accounts or something, and then I play and then Donna plays or something,
You know, hopefully that could happen.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure
Or
if that
share
works.
play.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
if that works, but we'll have to say, because it's like it's the only one for these 4 players, and I'm like, why would you do this?
But as you said as well, it's annoying that if we play on your game, I don't get the trophies. If we play on my game, you don't get the trophies. It's stupid.
Well, I think me and you can blast through most of them.
Yeah. Oh, they're really
Um,
easy. Yeah.
because I don't die most of the time in the game,
Yeah.
and I know you've got experience with all of them, haven't you?
Yeah, I've played all of them. So.
Did you even do the racing one?
No, I haven't. No.
But yeah, so I know we'll probably jump through it, and you'll probably
Yeah.
know better than me how to do certain things, which.
Yeah. It's so funny, obviously playing against Donna, and obviously I've played it, and she's like, I need to figure this out, and I'm like, but we go here, and she's like, don't tell me, I want to figure it out, kind of thing. So.
So I'm the opposite. I'm like, tell me,
Yeah, just tell me where.
tell me what to do. Somebody joined my game last night when I was trying to do one of the things. They set
yeah.
the thing up, and then I deleted the thing by accident, and they sent me a message going, F you, a-hole. And I was like, well, I didn't know, did I? I thought the bin thing, when you jumped out and pulled, was to open it so it went down the track. But I didn't know you had to ride it in the track.
Yeah.
Because you have to get to 2,000 meters or something in order to.
Yeah.
But
But we played the race, one of the create the cars missions, and that was just we were trying to. It took us ages to figure out how to do it. It took us several attempts to finally get the right car.
you talk about the car thing. That's what my thing was like, the go kart thing.
Yeah, and you have to beat the
And
guy, and it's like you have to make a car from like bloody. Uh, we found I can't remember. We used the petrol can. The petrol can was the best thing to use because we could put like wheels on like both the top and the bottom in case it flipped and stuff, and then we could put a thruster in the middle of it. So
oh yeah, well we'll see how we do.
yeah.
Well, I tried doing the two-player on my own, in the normal missions,
Yeah.
and I hate how if one of you goes off screen, you die.
Yes, that was something we struggled with because, like, if obviously, if you're both playing it together, one of you will probably move faster than the other, and it's like it's as bad as bloody the new Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's the second the other person goes off the screen, you're dead and you can't see yourself, so you can't catch up with.
I said to Donna, I said when it does that, it should go into split screen.
Yeah, exactly. There should
So
be
that you can both
something
see.
like for you. Yeah. Because there's no way of recovering yourself without that other person coming back. And it's not always safe to do that.
Well, there was one bit where Donna went off the screen, and I was like, shit, right? And I
Yeah.
pressed the X button, and all of a sudden I bounced, and I was up on the screen again. I was like, but to get back down again, I'd go back where I'd be not seen and probably die.
Yeah. You're better off just going straight to the next door and then them coming out the door.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. When Donna was dying, I was just running past the next door, and she was popping out. And I was like...
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty fast on it, so I'm sure we'll be able to keep up with each other.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the
I
nightmare one we found was when you get, I don't know if you did the side mission where you get split into like 8 of you, and then you have to get all of them to the end of the track for the bunny to eat.
I haven't done any of them.
Oh, have you not? Me and Donna tried that. That was a nightmare. You get like chopped up into several versions.
No.
Like if there's 2 of you playing, we got our character got chopped up into 4 each, and you have to get all of your characters to the end for this big bunny to eat. Otherwise, she will not. You have to get at least 6 to the end out of 8, and it's so difficult to be coordinated. It's really.
Sounds
Well,
easy.
I'll have to show you that one. Oh yeah, and we'll probably do it, but it was just so funny to play over.
Don't worry, Donna. An expert gamer is in the house.
Well, no, but the annoying thing is, it was so funny because the game kept glitching because that game has so many glitches.
Oh, it does.
I don't know what it is with new games and how many glitches they have in them. But we had it where we had a thing where if any of us died, we would sacrifice ourselves. So Donna died or something. I dropped down to kill myself. Donna dropped down to kill herself. Except her character fell through the scenery and glitched down to a lower level.
Well, we can talk about the Powerball thing.
Oh yeah.
The blast ball, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Mine glitched. I couldn't use it anymore.
Really?
So I had to turn the bloody thing off and then do it again.
I hate that when the helmet just randomly disappears or something. You know, like a hook hat or something.
I hate how to get all the bubbles. You have to bloody switch between characters.
Yeah.
And
I don't like the way it was made a big deal that there was these new characters, and you can only use them in a world each. You can't use them outside of their worlds.
Get this. One of the trophies on the game is to complete the game again as a completely different sub-puppet.
That's impossible, though.
Apparently
you can't play the character as different. We tried, and we can't get it.
Apparently you can. I was reading up a thing on but you can only do it on certain missions that classifies the mission, like the prologue and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh no.
No, because I'm always set as toggle, like on the hub. But the second you go into the game, it changes. I don't know does it mean just to change your costume? Maybe you just have to change your costume.
No, change character.
Change character altogether, so you can play as toggle.
Yeah, let me look it up quick and I'll read it to you.
Would not let us do it.
It's probably because
Oddsock was the other one.
It's probably because you were playing together.
Yeah. Oddsock is the other character. The dashing one.
Oddsock. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. My
It just came
God.
to me. I was like, oh shit.
This game is probably other than the side multiplayer quest, is probably extremely easy once you know what to do completely.
Oh yeah. It's really
Have a look. What's this? Let me get the roadmap up so I can read it.
You haven't got any questions on the YouTube page this week?
That is weird, isn't it?
Hmm.
Okay, let's have a look. I know it's a gold trophy, so.
No Cass, no Kelly.
There you go. Complete all the adventure levels with another sack thing. For this trophy, you simply need to clear all 20 adventure levels from every adventure in the game story with at least one other player. It does not have to. Oh, does this mean you have to do a multiplayer then?
That means multiplayer. Play it with somebody else.
It does not have to be the same player for each level. Oh, I thought it was a different sack thing. Fucking hell. So that means.
It means literally with another sack thing, with like somebody else.
Oh no.
Oh, well, that's alright. You'll be playing it with me, so.
Oh no.
That means we have to play through the whole thing, though, but.
Oh shit. Playing with you even longer.
You were hoping just for one quick night session, weren't you?
Yeah, we're done within an hour.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's fine. Well, I'm glad that's sorted out because that means we'll have to do that then as well on each other's.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing. We'll have to do it on each other's, but it's such a short game that it should be.
Hey, you did it in 2 hours, didn't you?
2 hours is an exaggeration, but I had it a couple of days. I was barely playing it those 2 days. Literally, I probably put a couple of hours in each day, and I was done with it. Literally,
I found if I play a mission after I play it, I can do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So we could probably get it done literally in the 4 hours or whatever.
Probably we could probably get both done in that time.
Yeah.
And then go to the side quests.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
What's on your T-shirt?
Alien.
All right. Oh yeah, cool.
Oh. Cool. What was that?
I didn't say anything. I was like, that's cool. I saw you dropped your headphone, and I was thought, can't talk.
Can't talk because the headphone's in the way.
One ear.
Well, you got me done finally, properly.
Yes. Yeah, it was really good.
But yeah, so I'm brain dead again.
Yeah.
Don't take much, does it, for me to go brain dead?
That's my general state of mind.
But yeah, so I think we'll be able to play the Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
You know, what you need help with, I can help you with because I know how to do half of it now. The building ones, you know, the layers and all that, they're very easy to do.
Oh, are they? I've not really gone back to. The thing is, I completed the single player, and I was just like, and I just haven't gone back to it really. I helped Donna with her game, but other than that, it's not been played on my games, so I really want to get some of the stuff done on mine now. So
yeah, well, we can get some of that done.
Yeah.
I know what to do. You know, I'm Mr. Platinum.
Yeah.
I
still feel dirty for having NCIS on my plat list, but.
Well, you know what? It's disgusting and it's vile and disrespectable.
Your comment was so hilarious. I was sat there peeing myself laughing because Donna, my Donna, she's done an MVQ in her for her caring.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, congratulations, Donna. If you're watching still.
No, really well done to her. She's worked so hard for that. But so she had to go get everything signed off and everything. So we got post.
Ooh.
Oh,
today we won't get post today because today's President's Day.
Okay.
For George Washington.
Is it George Washington? Yeah.
And for what was that other guy's name? Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln, yeah.
That's it. The one who went to the gay bar.
Stop it.
And did vampire.
No.
And he got zombies as well, didn't they?
No.
Yeah, he's a vampire hunter.
Alright, carry on. Sorry, also go on what you were saying.
What was I saying? Um, what was I saying,
You
people?
said about Donna got her MVQ.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so she had to go get everything signed off, like completed the papers and everything, hand everything in and that for assessors to. And I went. She had to go early in the morning, even though she'd worked Saturday night. She forgot she was working Saturday night.
Oh dear.
So her plan was to go with her husband to McDonald's and then meet like come home from work, pick up the husband, and then go to McDonald's and get some breakfast and that to try and wake her up. I said, oh, well, if he won't go, I said, I'll keep you company. So she took me instead at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we went, anyway, so we went to the premiere that's next to McDonald's, and I took my laptop so it kept me busy while she was doing all that with the lady. And I had a point to this story. So I was sat there, and like when you can hear people talking, like, and you're like, look, and you're like inwardly laughing, kind of. Oh no, that was it. So I'm looking on Facebook while I'm sat on my laptop, and they're on the table next to me, and I read your comment about me doing the NCIS, because if anybody didn't know, because the NCIS game is on PS3, and it automatically uploads a notification to my Facebook saying, Tash has been playing NCIS and she's got these trophies. And I'm like, oh, I forgot it did it. And then all of a sudden everybody's commenting, going, you're playing that. I was like, fuck off. But I read your comment saying about how you'll pity me and look to the sky every time you see my trophy list and stuff like that. And I was sat there peeing myself laughing. And I've got to keep quiet because I've got headphones on. I'm listening to music. There's strangers there. And I'm like... I was absolutely, those moments where you have to be quiet, but you are so desperately want to laugh.
Well, it's like when you're in a library and you look at something, you're like, oh no, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And you're really red in the face, trying not to,
Yeah, and you're like holding your.
You're welcome, Donna. I was gonna say, I'm glad the club made you laugh.
Yes, it definitely made me laugh. I was just absolutely sat there.
It's funny because I don't comment that much on YouTube, on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't make comments, and when I see certain things, I always like putting funny things on them. I don't know why.
We like that you keep messing with Jane. So.
Well, you know what? I look at every time she puts something on. I have a look at it to see if I can say something.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's things you think of, you're like, no, I can't put that on there. Well, when you just have something that pops in your head, you're like, no, I can't put that. Right? Yeah. So then, I was looking at the Hogwarts pictures.
Oh yeah.
Right, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, she's right there a Quidditch ball. I was like, I could say something so funny, but I was like, no. I'm going to keep that to myself. I was like, they're not in trouble.
Must not put anything nasty. Must not put anything nasty. I did my favourite one was when she was like, I'm back home, and you're like, don't forget to visit everyone. And she called me literally as I was about to turn on the chat tonight and was like, are you free tonight? I'm like, no, have the chat. Oh, now bear in mind, she's only home for this week from college. Oh, I'll come round Friday. I was like, oh, well, it's nice to know that, she's home a week. She misses me so much that, she's leaving me to the end of the week.
I'm telling you, look, I've said to you before, right, she's at the college. Once that's all done and dusted, you'll see her a lot more.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'll be the old standby. That's what it is.
The problem is with friendships, like I've said before, is it doesn't matter who's your friend. Because you're someone's friend, sometimes things change, but you're still their friend unless they just give up, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, it was just funny that she's only home for the week and she's probably seen everybody else before she sees me.
She even came and visited me. Oh
yeah, she came and saw you, and
that would be. I think the best one I've said to her so far has to be, "Where's the picture of me?"
Oh yeah, on her wall.
And 8 by 10 will do it because I thought 8 by 10 will take up most of the space.
You take up the whole ball.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I'd have thought you'd been one of the first people to come and visit.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but apparently not. So, but so anyway, are you reviewing any movies this week? Or?
Uh, no, because I've got to do the Skype thing with you, and I at some point.
Yeah, we got to do that.
I'm waiting. What I'm doing is I'm waiting until I get my green screen coming.
Oh yeah, did you order
Because
one? Did you order one? Because you never
no,
sent me
I
any
haven't ordered
links,
one yet.
so.
I'm gonna send you some
Oh,
links probably tomorrow.
right, okay.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order one, and then for once I've ordered it, then you can help me kind of figure it all out.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit silly getting you to kind of teach me a bit if I haven't already got it to work on after.
It's just
So,
obviously we're going to have to Skype so I can send you the video editing software zip file.
I know that because you'll be able to talk me through it more than as well.
Yeah, installing it and stuff, you know.
In case nobody knows, me and Tash Skype all the time.
Yeah, we're totally always Skyping.
Yeah. Well, we don't call it Skyping. We call it
something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, we've never ever Skyped. It's so funny.
It's weird, huh?
Well, we have PSN now. That's bizarre. Like we've said before about technology. Now we just play games and we just chat while we're doing that instead of. There's no need to sit at a computer where we could do stuff while we're chatting.
True. Well, no, I think good for PSN with you and me as well is that because we play together a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we get things done. We talk, and we don't just talk for a couple of hours. We normally talk for a very long time anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's kind of like the same thing, unless we need to see some video kind of thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know. So yeah.
Oh, you did say though that. Sorry, you did say you weren't going to do any more until you started doing.
I want to do more, but it's like I want to do them the way I see them now because I think about.
Because if you do anything less, you're like, I could have done more with this, and you want to do it, so and you can do it. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like you, it's like you with the X-Files. If you did the X-Files and before you did what you did, let's say you did your X-Files in the way you do your movie reviews, you won't be so happy because you're like, well, I've got this passion for the X-Files more.
Yeah,
so I want to make it even more detailed because I can, because it's a game, it's old, and I want to talk about it in detail. You know, and I think that's how I feel a bit about the movies because I'm like, if I do it the way I want to do it, I can have them longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it'll work more, you see. So that's my plan, is to do that because my plan is in the next 2-3 years is to have over 12,000 reviews on YouTube.
All right, yeah. I'd be happy to get 100 at the moment. Subscribers, sorry, but like you say, that many videos will be awesome.
Well, the problem is it's catch-22 when it comes to subscribers. You either do too much, or you do too little, right? Yeah. And we've both been the cause of both.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's my 8th year anniversary on YouTube today, so.
Oh, what did you tell me before the chat?
8 years on YouTube. It's amazing how much changes. Yeah.
Alright, let's see if I can do a quick whistle because of this, eh? That was terrible. But there you go. It's a celebration whistle. Oh, shit. You know what? Now
it's weird when you think, like you say about watching your old videos back, it's weird when you see how long you've been on and what you've done in that time.
I had an idea. PewDiePie did watching my old videos. Right.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking about doing one for my Joe Deep Web video and doing that, kind of like, but put in the description, thanks to PewDiePie, kind of,
Yeah, for the
thanks for doing that because it kind of made me want to do this video.
Yeah.
So people kind of go, you stole it from PewDiePie.
Yeah.
So I want to do a video like that just because I know I'm gonna be like, oh no. So I might do like 2 of them, one from our Deep Web channel, one from this channel.
Right, yeah.
And put like the date when it was done and then the date we're watching it.
Yeah.
Because I do think I've changed a lot since the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that has to do with doing chats like this.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a lot more open and a lot more strange.
Yeah.
As if you look at me when I first started YouTube, I'm very like this. Yeah, I like this game and I like this movie because it's called Dove.
Yeah. What is Dove anyway? By the way.
That's soap, isn't it? It's soap.
Well, I know it's soap, but what you've got there is that soap?
Soap. Yeah, it's soap.
That is soap. Oh,
I'm
you've got.
starting to tell me I need to have a wash.
I thought she'd given you. I thought she'd given you a bar of chocolate. I didn't realise.
You thought it was bar of chocolate?
You liar. Very good. What is in it? What is it? Like, is it just solid chocolate or?
Yeah, it's plain chocolate.
Like... All right.
Of course, there's a joke with me and Donna. I'll tell you about it. Hold on, let me finish this.
Yeah.
Well, Donna wanted to get me some chocolate.
Yeah, yeah.
So first time she went out, I said, this has got black currants in it. I don't like black currants in my chocolate.
No.
Okay, I'll get some more. Right. Came with Forever Rocher. Right.
Oh god. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful if you like it. Then I'm allergic to nuts.
Yeah.
Can't eat them. Right. These ones don't have nuts in them. Bit into it. What is that, Donna? It's a hazelnut. Mmm. Right. Quick.
That's a nut.
Right. Almost started dying from allergies, so she had to give me a pill. Third time she went out, this one's got nuts in it, Donna. No, it hasn't. It has. Look at the back. Oh. Right, okay, I'll get you plain chocolate. Right.
Running your wife ragged, seriously.
Yeah, well, you know, if it was the other way around, it'd be the same. You know. Right. So when she comes back, and then she gave me a Dove. You know, ages ago, it was a big bar of Dove.
Right. Yeah.
So now she gets me Dove. But it was just so funny because I remember thinking to myself, I'm not that big of a chocolate eater anyway. But
no. Yeah.
She wanted to give me some chocolate, so. It's normally, I can always tell. Normally, Donna's really happy with me. She gives me chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, normally I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I can't. No, saying about looking back at old videos, and that's the thing. But the thing is even then, like I say, before I was doing like this channel, I had my X-Files channel as well, where I was doing my music videos and that.
Yeah.
So
Which
technically, I've been on even longer, you know.
If anybody wants to see them, go to Tash's Sketchney channel and look on the featured channels, and they're there.
Yeah. Exosteus is my Let's Play of Resist or Serve. And the X Sketch is my music videos.
And just so everybody
check out
knows,
the Holding Out for a Hero one. It's good. I like that one.
Just in case anyone wants to know, they're really good.
Thank you.
So,
I do. I know you saw the Christmas one, but I do recommend seeing out the Holding Out for a Hero because that one.
I saw that one. I saw that one yesterday.
Oh, did you? Did you like that one?
I liked it a lot.
That was probably my more popular one. So. But yeah, no, I used to have those, and even the thing is even if you look at that channel, it says like join 2011. The problem is the reason why is because originally the channel was just X Sketch, and then that channel got deleted by YouTube due to 20th Century Fox keep doing copyright claims. So, so that's why that channel is newer than my Sketchney channel.
You know, the whole copyright stuff.
Yeah.
Is great.
I know, it's hilarious.
Well, I agree with them when it comes to full movies and stuff.
Yeah. Mm.
But when it comes to music videos and stuff, where you're not using complete content, say, the problem with music videos is you're using the whole song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't use the whole song. You can use parts of songs.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't count because they still kick you off anyway.
No, exactly.
But according to the law of YouTube, before they brought in that copyright protector,
yeah,
what you could do is you could use bits of songs and you could use bits of video clips and stuff like that, as long as it wasn't full episodes.
Yeah.
But because people did these movie things.
Yeah.
See, I hate these people that do the like the episodes of EastEnders and put them in a small video like that because the copyright protector doesn't notice it.
Yeah, some of them reverse the video, you know, like flip it.
Yeah, I hate that stuff. You know, I want to watch it or I don't want to watch it. So,
yeah,
it kind of annoys me because I'm like, well, why don't they do it properly?
Well, the thing is the X-Files music videos were a big thing before YouTube even came along. And I think, back in the days of dial-up, when it took you like 3 days to download a video, a music video that was like 2 meg big.
Oh, I remember that.
God, I just thought that was nightmare. The buffering days, But the thing is it was a big deal where basically it was a good way of advertising songs, and like hearing songs that you would not normally hear, and a lot of people were citing it as a reason because it was promoting music that was not necessarily always heard. But it's funny because it's not the music that I've had the main problem with. I mean, stuff like my How Deep Is Your Love one got claimed, but they Warner Music Group are the worst. Universal seem to be quite happy to just put back in the day when we had the adverts up on the corner of the listing and stuff, they put the adverts up and that was it. They were just like, yeah, okay, whatever, just put adverts up and that's it, kind of thing. But 20th Century Fox with the actual clips of the show were the main problem I found.
Didn't you do a vlog about this back in 2009?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Because I remember watching it.
I think it was one of my first, because it was a big deal at the moment with the Warner Music Group.
Because in the video, your Fozzie Bear fell over.
Yes, yeah. I figured, that you have watched. It was like, Warner Music Group makes Fozzie fall over or something like that. Because I didn't realise at the time that Happy Birthday was a copyrighted song, and I was just like, that is the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
But so you can't sing it?
Yeah, you can't upload a video with it in.
All right, hold on. Happy birthday to you. How about see if it gets kicked off?
Yeah, happy birthday to you. Can you imagine? I was like, that really annoyed me to find out that you could upload family, like videos of people having parties and that, and you could get copyright claimed by Warner Music Group.
I'll tell you what they should do. I'll tell you what YouTube should do. They should bleep bits out. Like, if you're saying happy birthday, happy beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
What you do is you don't sing it. You do it in a tune like boo 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 boo, and then and then they can't do it, can they?
The one that I always used to love, though, I don't know if it's still the case or if they just pull your video, is they used to do it where if they disagreed with the song, they would mute your video.
Yeah, I remember that.
You got given the option to upload like one of their free songs over the top. And I was like, I have spent weeks editing this so it all fits to the song. Why would I then put some random stuff over the top of it?
You should put on there with the Tweenies.
Totally tubby.
Yeah, or tots or
I'm a touch of sweetie touch.
Talk about that. I was saying to my cousin last time, we talk about movies he'd like to see, and I went, you know what I'd like to see?
Yeah.
What? And I was like this, really, really, straight like this. And I went, I'd like to see
Jim.
That was one of the things I said. So I'd like to see Tots TV and a Rosie and Jim crossover. Right? And he went like this. He went, are you serious? And I went, I want to see Rosie talking to the French girl.
Yeah.
And I want to see Jim with the other two, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, why? And I went, because they're from the same company.
Yeah.
And he was just like, but I want to see something better. And I went, all right, what about adding the Tweenies? And he was like, no.
I want to see a Button Moon movie. Just.
Oh, he's saying he told me. You remember, the Magic Roundabout?
Yeah. What, the awful movie or the TV show?
The awful movie.
Yeah.
They changed the movie in America called Dougal.
Oh, really?
And there's scenes in it where they added farting noises.
Really?
Yeah, because they thought it would be boring for American kids because it's very old.
It's very old. Yeah.
But they added farts and stuff in it. I was like,
oh my god.
So when Dougal's walking away, instead of walking away like, ooh, it goes. And I'm like, what?
What the Just, oh my
And
god.
that's when I said to my cousin, this is when I'm going to buy this now.
Yeah, just, this is, yeah.
What's this? Where videos of unreleased songs from some artists flagged by YouTube. Let's say a song that has never been released commercially gets copyright flag. Makes no sense.
Well, as I said on my video log, years back, they've had it where artists have had their own YouTube channels where they would upload their stuff, and they got copyright claims against them, and they're the ones who sung the songs.
I never forget bloody. I watched Angry Joe thing. Remember I told you about it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he went like this. He went, YouTube stupid and copyrights do, because if you do videos about other people, you're giving them free commercial of what they're doing, and you're showing what they're doing. So people will go and watch them. And he went, when people upload stuff about me, I don't go mental. As long as they're not using my whole videos, I don't care, because it's free publicity. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that makes sense,
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. It's like, because Boogie was going on about the new copyright system, Nintendo. Nintendo's new thing where they want a cut of the copyright. Like YouTube take X amount from ad revenue. Yeah, 45%. Whatever it is. Yeah. The video creator gets X amount, the other percentage, and now Nintendo want to take a percentage of what's left for the video creator. Now, apparently, did you hear? Apparently, it's now changed so that were you the one who told me? Sorry. Apparently, it's now changed that Nintendo it has to be exclusive. That the video creator cannot do any other games. It has to be, if they're going to be a part of that program, they can only do Nintendo games. So they are going to lose a lot of people reviewing their stuff and promoting their stuff if they do that, because nobody's going to want to do. I mean, yeah, there are people that devote their time to Nintendo only, but there's going to be a lot of people that go, I'm sorry, I'm not doing like a wide range.
Well, people are stuck in the past, stick with Nintendo. Yeah. Move on, kids. Get a real game system.
That's like PlayStation turn around saying, "Oh, you can't do anything that's Xbox," or vice versa.
But the problem is, you're more likely to make more money from PlayStation or Xbox than you are bloody Nintendo. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, Nintendo. What happened is Microsoft and Sony will get involved, and it'll be something like 25%. Yeah. Because even though Nintendo's a big company, they're nowhere as big as Sony and Microsoft. Yeah. I'm a big Nintendo fan. I think I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't died 2 generations ago. Yeah, no, I completely. How they've managed to come back is quite impressive. Because to me, they're stuck in the past. Yeah. They've never concentrated on doing real proper graphics. No, yeah. I mean, I love Nintendo because it was one of the things I grew up with as a kid. Yeah. And if it died, I'd be depressed. It's like when I see the Sega sign on and Alien Isolation comes off. Oh, I know. It's like Sega. To play this good takes ages. I used to love that. Every time I see Sega, I get a tear in my eye from how excited I was as a kid playing the Sega system. Yeah. Yeah. So I'd get quite upset if Nintendo went out of business. But at the same time, I don't think they're really good enough to fight Microsoft. I don't think they even try anymore. That's the thing. My problem with Nintendo is I love like back when the Wii first came out, regardless of, even if you take away the graphics issue, the fact is they always focused on fun. It didn't matter. You didn't have to have good graphics to have fun. But now they're essentially making the same games over and over again. There is only so many times that we can play the same Mario game. The same time. This is what I told Plonker88, aka Gareth Archer. Yeah. I said to him, look, mate, this is in a Skype chat with me and James and him. Yeah. I only bring this up because it's relevant to the conversation. Yeah. I said to him, Nintendo will release the same game, they just update the graphics a bit. Yeah. And they change a few of the layouts around. Basically what you're doing in Little Big Planet when you make a game thing. Yeah, yeah. Right? Well, like I say, Zelda has been exactly the same game for the last 10 years. I said to him, Nintendo's stuck in the past, they need to move forward. Right? Yeah. I said they're nothing compared to PlayStation now because they're stuck in the past and because they won't do anything new. Who wants to see Sonic and Mario together now? When it first happened, it was incredible.
Yeah,
But now it's old,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
Then
John's leaving.
John's
Right.
leaving. No, don't leave, John. Have a good day, guys. Thanks again for the inspiration to make my first video. You're welcome, John. And we'll check it out, and hopefully next week we can let
Yeah.
you know what we thought of it.
Yeah, no, we'll watch it, and thanks so much for watching. Hope you'll join us next time, and look forward to seeing you doing more.
Yeah, and thanks for being here. We look forward to seeing you next week if you're available.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, have a good week.
But yeah, you know, Nintendo, they just are stuck in the past. And basically what he said to me was, no, graphics ain't everything. Right? And I said, I'm not talking about graphics because even though graphics are bad on most of the games now compared to the standards, what we want is we want actual real games. Like, why can't we have games like The Last of Us on the Wii?
Mm.
You know, why can't we have good games like Disaster? I think it was Disaster, which was a game on the way. I love that game where you had to save people, run through these tunnels and stuff. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But they don't have that many good games on there, but you want to play.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't have a Wii U, so I don't know what's released. But basically, all they keep doing is they release Mario, Zelda, Pikmin, Smash Brothers, and it's just all it is it's like what we're up to like Mario Kart 8 or something now.
Yeah.
It's like for goodness sakes, just do something different. You know?
Why not have Mario Kart 69, right? And have the princess naked in it driving a car because everybody wants to see that. And why don't we see the princess get off of the mushroom guy? Because that's what we've always wanted to say.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I remember playing the first Mario Brother games. They were incredible. Okay, you know, I don't want to play the new ones really because I prefer the old ones.
I would rather go back to the old one. Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's me, Luigi, and Mario.
Yeah. You know what? It just blew my mind that they're doing because at least, like, you look at how, like Sony, they've got the fact that you can share automatically onto Twitch.
Yeah.
You can stream. They know what they're doing by doing that, but clearly they've got some deal where they must have some. At least they're buying into the whole fact that now people can essentially advertise their games, whereas Nintendo's don't seem to get that.
What happens? Let me tell you what's happened. People like PewDiePie and that, they were small fish at one point.
Yeah.
Now they're fairly big fish, and games getting more popular because of people like him.
Yeah.
There's fans out there like Brad Rads and all this other people.
Yeah.
You know, but not as popular, but are popular and big subscriber bases.
Yeah.
Because of them, more people buying games like Life is Strange, which just came out.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of it before, but because I've seen it played, it's like, oh, I want to get that.
You know, and people are going, wow, this game looks really good. I'm going to go and buy that right now. Now, if you've got 3 million subscribers, more than likely, maybe 500,000 of them are going to give it a go.
Yeah.
Right. So let's look at PewDiePie. It's got 34 million. Let's count our 15 million. Have a look.
Yeah.
Right? That's a big amount for a game like that.
Yeah, especially an indie title. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So people have seen that. These companies have seen it. They've gone, you know what? They're taking a piece of the money we can have.
Yeah.
Right? Because like every company, they're full of greedy bastards. Right?
Yeah.
Because what they want is they want money for something they're not doing. Right?
Yeah.
Now, do I think people deserve the money? Yeah, because they're doing publicity jobs that other people should have been doing years ago.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
And this is the problem. You know, I respect PewDiePie because of what he's done for the gaming community. You know?
This is the problem. As a result, though, gaming journalism, nobody wants to sit there and watch, say, IGN or whatever for their reviews. They would rather just watch actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Than somebody going, oh, this is what's wrong with it.
I was saying to Donald the other day, gameplays for me would be easy as pie. I could do them just like PewDiePie does, like that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've got that same kind of thing where I can say random silly things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I said, but I
That's
could.
why that's why I would like to that's why I did in a way my Let's Play the Exiles game, because you know it's that kind of thing where you're like, well, that's what I do. I mean, you know, when we're sat chat, I'll sit there and talk to the game as if it's, you know, and I'm like, if only people heard what I was saying. It's like that's what I do day to day anyway. So
If people heard the things I say in the game, ooh.
yeah,
Most of the things I say in the game for people watching is, help me, Tash, help me, help me. You know.
stuff like Alien, you know, it's so funny to sit there and you'll play it and you're like, you're going along and you're like, hello, looking around the corners, you know,
See,
it's like if
this is
anybody
the
could
thing.
hear me.
I like playing isolation. I like leaving my deaths in the game. When I
Yeah.
upload. Because I like people seeing that frustrated. I'm like, no, shit. Right? Because I feel like when they count the deaths, it kind of makes it a little bit boring.
Yeah.
I know people like following you through, but people surely should say,
Yeah.
like the hard work you're doing as well. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Exactly.
See, I'd love to do that as well as do what I'm doing. Going to do.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
point is, I know I'm more likely to get copyrighted and kicked off for that.
Yeah.
Because the reason people like PewDiePie get away with it is one, because he's got permission.
Yeah.
And two, because he's such a popular channel, it's like we can't just get rid of him because we're losing all those people.
Yeah.
You know, if PewDiePie got kicked off and then he went on his own channel and did it on another thing, most of the people would fly over there.
Yeah.
You know.
But the problem is that Nintendo have turned around and said, you know, their stuff is getting promoted. As PewDiePie said, you know, essentially they're promoting games that other people would not, like we said, with Life is Strange, stuff like Octodad, and, you know, games that we'd not normally think of to get. But the problem is Nintendo have turned around and said, well, if we didn't make the games, there wouldn't be Let's Players and stuff. It's like, well, that's a bit of a stupid, you know, kind of. I get what they're saying, but at the same time,
Well, the problem is, it's a process.
yeah.
Let's put it this way, right? A flower seed is put in the ground.
Yeah.
Or bulb, whatever it is, you know,
Yeah.
whatever flower.
Yeah.
It grows into a beautiful sunflower, right?
Yeah.
A bee comes over, or wasp, and takes the pollen out
Yeah.
and leaves.
And spreads.
Right?
Yeah.
None of that is connected.
No.
Right? It's just a part of nature, and that's what Let's Play and companies are.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know? But I don't agree with it. I don't agree with. If they want to take money, it should be something stupid like 2-3%.
Yeah.
You know, because to me that's a tiny amount, but they'll still get a lot from it. From people like PewDiePie, they still make at least a meal.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree they should get a percentage, but at the same time, the returns that they probably get from people then going to buy their products because of that advertising is nothing compared to what the actual people making those videos are getting, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's why I don't like companies, you know. I like independent games.
Yeah.
Right? But the problem is, it's like everything. Most independent games are made by proper independent people. I mean, it's like people made them in their basement.
Yeah.
They get they get shafted. If it gets put on PSN, they get like 30% of the same percent that PlayStation make.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, but they made the game.
Yeah.
You know, it's like my cousin said to me last night. We were talking about work, and I said to him, because he was saying about how he's got to work out a contract.
Yeah.
And he's got to work out what his salary's going to be.
All right. Yeah.
And he was saying about how he's going to ask for a certain price because that's what his friend told him. I said, no, that's not how it works. I said, you don't do that. When they give you a price, you say, can you go any higher? All right?
Yeah.
You don't say numbers because then you get more. Because then at that point you might get more than you would have suggested.
Mm.
And he went, that's a good idea. And I went, well, when you do it, let me know what happens. Because that's how negotiations go. So when you're working with a company that wants your game, basically you've got them in your cult. You're not in theirs, they're in yours.
Yeah.
So people need to think it. But the point is with businesses, it's a cutthroat thing.
Yeah.
You know? So like I said to Donna, eventually companies are going to want, Sony and that, going to want money from reviews that people are doing on YouTube.
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah.
You know, remember, reviewers on YouTube haven't been that big.
No.
You know, now you get people like Johns, Chris Duckman, John Flickster, and so forth, and these other people, which I've probably never seen, but they're there.
Yeah.
And they're at nearly millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
They're nearly there. And once they get to that point, you'll get companies going, well, this is a Sony film, we want a percentage.
Well, you look at the biggest channels on YouTube, and we're talking like big in how big YouTube is. Up in the top, 10 or whatever, you've got people like Smosh Games and PewDiePie and stuff like that. It's like that's what people are mainly watching, are the, that kind of stuff.
Well, the thing is, I think when you see people like, see, games, the difference between games and movies when it comes to reviews is how can I put this the right way? There's a lot more you can do with a game.
Yes, because there's obviously a lot more time.
Yeah, like you can create jokes, you can do funny things, you can even mod them if you're doing them on the PC.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's so much more you can do with it than a movie when you're playing or reviewing or whatever. And people enjoy that because if you look at the top gamers on YouTube, like you just said, most of them do really stupid shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And the reason for that is because the majority of their fan base are kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And kids who watch your stuff don't realise, but they're giving you money.
Yeah.
So
they just like to click on the fast action, pretty.
Exactly. Especially when they get something for, like, let's say Taylor Swift. They go, oh, I like Taylor Swift. I ain't seen that yet. Click, 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 click.
Yeah.
As adults, they're more like, well, I get sick and tired of these adverts.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm a big fan of gameplays for helping me if I get stuck in the game.
Yeah. Oh, God, look how much we've had, thanks to getting collectibles and stuff, just being able to watch it. I remember days of reading FAQs, and now I can just watch the video on YouTube. It's like...
I remember back in Metal Gear Solid days, before the computers got that big, internet. And you'd get pictures of where the things were, and they'd say where it was, like, it's in South Central to the left, and you'd be driving around, you'd be like, I can't find it.
Yeah.
Because they won't give you because you need a video sometimes to go, oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Like I did with the Spider-Man and we did with Sniper.
Oh, I've got printouts of for Last of Us about the optional conversations. And like you say, it's like a picture, and then it'll say, after so-and-so happens, you'll have this, And I'm like, thankfully, I didn't do that for the collectibles. I'm just watching the video. But for the optional objectives, conversations, I'm just like... But like you say, I remember, like, back in the old GTA times, when I would get download the FAQ and have it written out where each of the packages were or something,
Well, see, what do you call it? I try to, like we did with the clusters, I try and pick them up as much as I can, doing missions and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the good thing with that game is after a certain period you can actually unlock the collectibles things so you know exactly where they all are.
Right, yeah.
And that's a good thing because it means no video necessary.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're not really using the video, but thankfully, like you say, at least later, we won't need to use the video.
I think we're going to have to go through the game probably twice.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I don't think it's going to be that bad going through it twice because we'll know exactly what we're going to do because I think you might end up having to pick up the clusters again.
Yeah.
So that'd be alright because we can just run around picking them up at the same time and it'll get it done quicker.
Yeah. We're over halfway to getting those at the moment.
Yeah. But... So I've got a feeling because you were what 12 behind.
I don't even understand that. Seriously, that's pissed me off because I was collecting all those and they were coming up on both our screens. Because then when you would get one, it would show up on my screen, but for some reason your number was a different number to mine.
Well, my plan is that we complete the game, we do all we need to do, and then we do it, but we go through I join your game.
On my game, yeah.
And we go through it again that way.
Yeah.
Just in case that's the issue,
Yeah, I think that might be, like I say, it's like with the going from mission to mission, you can see where they are, and on my map it's not very well.
I doubt it is the reason, but it might be, so...
Oh, more than likely, I think
once we finish, we can do it again on your way, and then we'll see.
Yeah. It is funny, though, that we're on hardcore, and it's actually quite easy.
Really easy. Well, saying that, just so everybody knows, what happens is Tash runs off and gets the clusters, I run to fight the aliens, and then
No.
I die. Yeah, isn't that what happens? And you go, wait, 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 I'm getting a cluster. Is that not what happens?
Sometimes, but I do
All
help
the
out as
time.
well, killing the wardens.
Yeah, yeah, and then trying to steal the kill by going "Ooh," through the body. Yeah,
I like going up to the aliens and beating the shit out of them and slamming them and crushing their heads.
we're trying to get that freezing one at the minute with that freezing trophy.
Yeah, I think I'm like 40 out of 100 or 50 out of 100. I can't remember.
I thought you were 80.
No, I think I was at 50.
Yeah. We should be able to get that next time.
Yeah. I keep trying to, except I keep freezing people, and a certain other person keeps coming along and smashing through them. So.
What's this? Maria Emas dos Santos Puca as one as plus 1+ us. I guess that's like to join us on a chat. What's this? Oh, Cass did us a comment. Hi, Tash and Malcolm. Sorry to have missed most of the chat tonight. Just got home.
Hi, Cass.
That's all right, you know. Can't always be here.
It's just unacceptable. Just, I'm joking.
Well, Tash is a lot more strict with who needs to be here at the moment. We've
We
had so
expect
many
people here at certain times and staying for longer than an hour. And
Oh, well, we all know that. We all know that's hinted at.
the character from the NCIS game.
Oh yeah, JJ.
Yeah. Captain JJ Husker.
If I get a PC, I'm going to play that game. Just get the plan.
Yeah. You know what though? I was like, oh, I'm glad I got the trophy. I'm disgusted that it's on my list, but at the same time, the torture that you have to sit through to actually get the trophy is I think the challenge.
I'd love to do a let's play that game just so I could chat. James Johnson. You know, get the picture of him up in the corner. Like.
Yeah. Well, that character dies. So.
Well, maybe not then.
It was just when they went, Captain JJ Husker, blah blah blah. Oh, his name is James Johnson. I was like, that's so funny.
I can't believe that. I bet when James, if he watches this, but he sees this, he's going to have a big head over it.
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah. You probably won't watch this bit, so.
I always feel like sometimes putting really. When people say they watch your chat.
Yeah, feel like testing them.
I always like testing them by putting something there, you know, really bad about them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I hate this person's guts, I want to rip their heart out and eat it in my mouth. You know, but more serious, they're like, what the hell? Then they'll mention it in the chat or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you know if they watched it or not.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be like if you were testing, I don't know, if you were testing someone you know, and you went, oh, they're absolutely the worst, they're scum, you know, and all this, they'd be like, what? It'd be great, you know. Let's see, we got any more comments? We got one from Maria Emas dos Santos Puca. I like that name. What do you think of that name?
That's an awesome name. It's not coming up on my list, on my screen.
That's because we didn't get it. It was a thumbs up.
Oh, it was just a thumbs up. Okay.
I wonder if. What do you think? Do you think they're Spanish?
Yeah, Brazilian.
Brazilian. That's probably more likely. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Portuguese or something. Oh, let's see. Have we got any more comments here?
No.
Wow.
Did everybody leave?
We've got 6 viewers.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Come on, Donna, if you're still there, ask us a question. I know she's probably playing Assassin's Creed.
Probably is. Probably playing it while listening to us.
She was playing it last week apparently while listening to us. So.
What happened to giving it a break while playing other games?
They are. We're giving it a break this week. So I totally didn't do my bit. I was totally playing The Last of Us instead.
You know what? Giving it a break's the sign of the end.
No.
Yes.
Sanity for everybody, I think, because I know my mate James is he's got the order pre-ordered. So.
Oh, so.
When is that released anyway?
The 20th.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I saw gameplay footage of Uncharted 4. I was just like, oh, they must have that game. It looks beautiful. The graphics are amazing.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look then, because I ain't seen it. Yeah, I think the order's going to be good. I just think it's going to be very short.
Yeah.
And normally most games, but
is there a list yet for the actual trophies or not?
Yeah, yet? They're all simple things. I'll read them to you, mate. Let me have a look. I'll try for gameplay. Let's have a look.
It's fucking 50 quid on Amazon.
What's this? The order?
Yeah. I really want to get it, but I'm not paying 50 quid for a game.
Well, that looks really good.
I know, doesn't it?
I like shooting the thing and then swinging off and then shooting someone. Yeah.
Also, there's a bit where you're climbing up a cliff face and you're using like a hook to stab into it. Yeah.
This looks really good.
Doesn't the graphics look nice? I saw a video as well where some of the creators were at a panel and they were talking about the different ways that they created certain textures and stuff, and it was fascinating.
I'll tell you something as well. There was. Oh, that is. I like the bit where the guy, when he falls off, he's grabbing hold of his leg.
Yeah.
So it seems more realistic.
Yeah.
Okay, trophy list. Let's have a look. Where are we? I hate when they do this. So look. 4 trophies. Put that in, I'll get the thing. Come on, there we go. So, okay. Here's 4. Wait, ready to hear what they are?
Yeah, go.
Okay. If it was on this page. There it is. 22 trophies. And the trophies are collect all trophies. That's simple enough.
Yeah.
Kill 5 enemies with a headshot doing black sight. That's not going to be too hard. That's a gold trophy.
Oh, wow.
Kill an enemy with every weapon. Kill 40 enemies with science weapons. Kill 3 enemies with a single explosion. Kill 100 enemies with a headshot. Kill 25 enemies doing black sight. Kill 25 enemies without aiming. Kill 15 enemies with melee attacks. Kill 7 enemies with silent takedowns. Kill 75 enemies with pistols. Kill 10 lichens. Incinerate 15 enemies. Find all inspector items. Collect all. I thought it said pornography cylinders. I was like, what? Inspect all newspapers. Inspect all photographs, documents. Inspect all objects. Shoot an airborne grenade doing black sight. Stun an enemy 30 times with your M2 Falchion and detonate 10 powder kegs.
Wow. They sound like really easy trophies.
They do. Other than the collectibles, which I'm sure they'll be quite simple to find once they're...
Yeah, once. Yeah.
It's easy. It just looks so easy. And I can't believe it's got no multiplayer.
No, that's... Considering there's 4 people in the, in the order, it's like... That's surprising.
Well, so I'm going to probably rent it on release date.
Yeah. You can't really rent games here. I know there's places that do them, but...
You can. You can rent Love from Love Film.
Yeah. No, I know. I just don't... I don't have... I'm not a part of Love. I don't have a Love Film membership, so...
Well, you know what?
Yeah, because that's what bloody Donna loaned NCIS from to give to... And then let me play it, so...
The problem is, Problem is, if you went from somewhere like that film, you end up paying more because you end up holding the game longer.
Yeah, exactly. And again, you know me, I like to keep games that I play, so
Yeah.
especially if I want to go back to them. So I might just wait for it to go down in price. I see. The thing is, me and Donna, we really want to go to the Chevron convention this year and that, so it's just money and stuff that we got to get together. So I don't think I can
Oh.
focus on.
So, when is this?
June, I think it is.
Oh,
May. I could be wrong.
so, when you're going to start saving for it then?
Well, the problem is we really need to pay for the hotel and that up, you know, like ASAP. So, we really need to start clubbing, you know, putting the money by now. So.
Oh yeah, because you guys stayed at the Hilton, didn't you? Ooh.
No, yeah, it's not the Hilton. It's not. No, we've never played. We've never stayed at the Hilton when it's been up there. We've always stayed at Travel Lodge.
You know,
But this one's at London. Is that the place I went to Halloween in at?
oh, that's
So,
nice.
yeah, so we'll be staying there hopefully.
So that means you two have connecting rooms then?
Yeah,
Like
well,
that
we normally sleep in twin rooms.
Oh,
so,
nice. Nice.
So it's cheaper to do it that way and split the costs. So.
Don't know much about hotels.
Well, it is amazing the amount of times you try to say that there's going to be two people in a room and they're like, double bed. It's like, no, we want twin.
Honeymoon suite?
Yeah. They immediately assume it's like, no, seriously, do you not have anybody like staying together? You know, it's like, it's like carer and it's like fucking carer and that. We don't need a double bed. We want twin beds.
I can imagine that. I have carer. You have carer who looks after you in bedroom?
Yeah. You must sleep together. Donna joke. She's like, we're good friends, but not that good.
It always amazes me when that happens, you know.
Yeah.
I've never really been in hotels that much.
I remember though, it's like back in the day where you would have like, like the holiday camps and that.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't go like, say like two girls going together or two guys, because they immediately assume that that's what you're going to be up to or something. It's like, what?
I've had this really weird fascination with people being gay or lesbian, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's stupid because in today's world.
Yeah, it's like we're not in fucking barbaric times anymore. It's like,
the thing is, to think that people are lesbian or gay because they're together somewhere, it's a bit rude because, don't get me wrong, people easily could be.
Yeah.
But either way, if people don't want to say that, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are gay or lesbian or bisexual or whatever, who don't want people knowing that, and they still go with friends anyway.
No, exactly. Oh, me and Donna, we joke because we used to. We've been over to there's a kebab van just over the road from me, and we've been there before. And we always joke they must think we're lesbians because we're always there and joking together and going back with our meals and stuff. So they must think we're lesbians or something. We haven't been there for a while, and we went there recently, and we were joking. We thought they must have thought we'd split up or something, but now we're back together.
Well, that's what happens when they see you holding hands and hugging.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And then they go,
that smooching,
All of that piece where they go, you're precious, don't feel bad about yourself, with a hand on the cheek. And,
slapping each other's bums,
Yeah, looking at the kebab man going,
Well, she jokes that her work colleague is her work husband, so. I was like, oh, so you're sleeping with, you're married to your work colleague and you're lesbians with me. You're just all over the place.
Talk about getting around.
Yeah. Her poor husband, just like, what?
Why just like this?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Have you seen anything at the cinema lately or that? Or?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't go to cinema.
Do you not go to cinema?
No, don't believe in them. I've got a
Oh,
weird thing about cinemas.
Cass said, "What's the most you've ever spent on a game, and which one?"
Alright, well, Tash can go first because she's more of a games collector than me.
Probably. I can't remember how much I paid. It was a lot of money. The 25th anniversary box set of Super Mario on the Nintendo Wii.
90
That
quid.
cost a fortune. Yeah, I think I paid like 70, 80 quid for it. Because I foolishly thought it was a Wii version of the old original Nintendo. I thought it was just the original Nintendo game on the Wii. Except it turned out it was the Super Nintendo's redo of it. So it wasn't the same. It was rubber. I didn't like the graphics. I was after the old NES graphics, and it wasn't. So I was kind of gutted. So. But that would probably be the most expensive game set I've bought.
Mine would probably be. This is going to sound really weird. Probably when I bought. I remember I had a Sega Master System. I had number 2 actually, because my mum gave the first one away to my cousin who sold it the next day, which really irritated me.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I did number 2, and I did it for years, even when I grew older. So when I moved to my nan's, I
You
didn't
took
have
it with
any.
you.
I only had a
Yeah.
couple of games of it still.
Yeah.
So I went by a game station and I bought about 50 of the games. So they're all like £1 in there.
Mm.
And I guess that would classify as a lot of money because I bought 50 of them, you know.
Yeah.
But if I had to buy, I think the highest thing I've ever bought was probably the Assassin's Creed or the Grand Theft Auto special editions, you know, the figures.
Oh yeah.
Because at one point I had all the figures of the Assassin's Creeds.
Yeah. Oh
And
really?
yeah, I had every single
Nice.
one. And then I sold them because to move here.
Yeah.
And I always think about trying to get them back again, but then I think, yeah. You know.
Yeah. Were they any good though? Because I saw Donna's mate James. He's got the Unity models, and they look nothing like the characters in the game.
Well, the first ones were actually quite good because the first one actually looked like LTR.
Yeah.
The second one, there was 2 versions. There was the black and there was the white.
Oh right. Yeah.
I bought both from release date. Can you believe that? That's how much of an Assassin's Creed fan
That's
I
so much.
was. Right, that was probably about, let's say, 79.9. That's probably about 160 quid for both of them together.
Jeez. Yeah.
Good thing was I traded in one of the games. So.
Yeah.
And then the third one didn't have one. It had a codex box.
All right. Yeah.
Which I had, and that originally had the Lineage movie in it, which I keep telling you need to watch.
Yeah.
And it had cards, and it had a map, and it had a book in it, and a coin, and everything.
Mm.
And then the fourth one had another figure. It had actually about what? No, because that was Brotherhood. The Codex was Brotherhood. That's right.
Oh yeah.
And then the next one, there was like 4 different versions of Connor, and I had all of them.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I bought all of them on release date, and then I ended up selling them to come here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hate my wife sometimes.
I did pay a lot of money for the Dead Rising 2 Steelbook and Zombrex pen edition. That was quite a lot of money.
Yeah, that was quite a lot. I remember when that came out.
I think I paid like 60 quid for it. I could be wrong, but I got it because
that was the steel book, wasn't it? With the pen. Like
yeah, it's Steelbook and it's like an injection thing.
I remember I was going to pick that up myself at one point,
Yeah.
but then I thought, no, I'll just go with the normal version.
I only got it because, you know, like we're doing the costume stuff and that for my videos.
Yeah.
I was like, it'd be handy to have the injection syringe thing. I thought it'd be a good joke. So I've not got around to using it for anything yet, but I thought it was handy to have.
Well, I remember when I had to trade in the box set things and my figures.
Yeah.
I remember looking online and they were like worth 10 quid each.
No! Oh my god! After you've paid so much for them.
Yeah. So what I did was I just donated them to a charity shop.
Oh really? Blimey.
Well, I was like, I don't want a company making money off something I collected.
Yeah.
and we get nothing from it. The one thing that did give me a lot of money was that bloody Codex box. It was worth like 50 quid.
Really?
Oh, here's something. It's an expensive game I bought. I bought Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Oh, did you get one of their box sets? Because they had like all the different.
With the goggles. I've got the one with the goggles. Right?
You got the goggles ones, yeah.
And I put the goggles on, and it was a cheap pile of crap because my $129.99, I traded it in the next day. Yeah, the game as well. It was awful. It was the most cheapest pile of crap I'd ever seen in my life. And they said to me, "Did you use the code?" And I said, "No, but I had." So I got about another 5 quid. Because there's no way they can prove it, is there?
No, exactly. By the time they sell it on, it's too late.
So, you know, CEX, I was trading in there. Oh.
I think somebody might have done that when I got bloody Sniper, because, like I say, I got that with the codes, and I got charged extra, and then I put it in, and the codes didn't work, so...
I'll tell you this about CEX. When I was moving, I would go up to CEX every single day with 4 bags on my back for 5 months, right? Yeah. And I'd trade in, and after a while they went, "You can only take 20 items at a time." And I went to them, "Can you take 20 items and then do more for me?" No. Yeah. And one time my dad was in there with me, and I went, I'm not taking more than 20 items. And he went, "Why not?" And he went, "Don't want to." Why? And he went, "But this is going to make you money." And I go, and my dad went, "Well, fuck you then." He stormed down.
Gee.
But the thing that annoyed me was they knew I was moving, because I told them.
Yeah.
And the guy said, "If you want to trade stuff in here, you can trade 30 in a day if you come here at 8 o'clock in the morning." And I went, "But I'm busy because I'm trying to move."
Because you're trying to move, yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, that's the only way we're going to do it. I'm only going to do 10 more. And I went, "I'm not going to end up trading all my stuff in enough time."
No, 30 items is nothing compared to how much you were shifting, so...
I mean, I had thousands upon thousands upon thousands of movies, and what happened was, the ones that would give me 10p on DVD, I'd just give to charity shops.
Yeah.
The ones that would give me 50p or more, I'd trade in.
Yeah.
But I'd go to Ilford with my cousin. See, what would happen is I ended up going to like 4 or 5 different CXs almost every day.
Yeah.
Just to trade in stuff. And I still ran out of time and ended up not being able to trade everything in I wanted to trade in. You know, it was awful. And it's all because of CEX, they're full of stupid twats.
I always remember my dad taking VHSs into, like, cash converters. And, you know, this was before VHSs were completely obsolete. And he'd take them in, and they'd offer him, like, pennies. And he's like, "But we paid, like, £13 for just this one VHS or something." It's like, and he wasn't expecting much back. But, you know, when they turned around and said, "We'll only give you £1," and then you see that they're selling them for £7 on the shelves or something, you're like, well, hang on, that's nothing. You know, why am I not seeing any of this percentage kind of thing?
Well, I remember going in cash converters to trade in a couple of controllers I got free with for a console.
Yeah.
And they gave me £4 each for them. Right? They were cheap controllers. They weren't anything to do with they weren't
brand name kind of.
Yeah, they weren't brand name. So I was happy with that.
Yeah.
The bloke in front of us wanted to trade in some VHSs, and they said, "We'll give you 2p per VHS." Right. And the bloke went, I said, "How much will you get me?" He went, "How many you got?" He went, 200. He went, "I'll give you 2 quid." Right.
Way.
And the bloke took it.
Really?
Yeah. I remember going cash converters and paying a 50p for a VHS, because I used to buy at one point. I'd buy about 10, 20 at a time.
Yeah.
And I'd watch them, and then I'd basically try and get the DVD version of them later on.
Yeah.
And it just amazes you, because you look at the price. Like, I'll trade in something, they'll give me $3 for it, and then they sell it for 12.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. But at the same time, you know, that's business. If I had a business, I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's like in a way, like we said, you know, when I've looked on eBay at wholesale, like DVD sets that people are giving away, and they're like, "Oh, it's 800 DVDs, and I'm charging 50 quid." And I'm like, really? You know, like thinking of my collection, I'm like, is that all it's worth? You know, kind of thing. And it's like,
Yeah.
considering you've paid so much for some of the DVDs and stuff. Like I say, even I still, you know, say like my Tom Horn one, which was like 25 quid, I think I paid for that. And I'm like, you know, when you think how much you've paid for each DVD, when you then think of how much they're worth if somebody takes them wholesale, you're like, that's kind of sad.
Well, it's quite funny because I always say about what would I do if I had some old collection.
Yeah.
Now, buy and sell, I could take him to buy and sell video, but I know he'd try and screw me over
Yeah.
because he gives $2.50 for certain movies,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
which isn't bad really when you think about it. If you've got older
Yeah.
movies that you're going to do it on.
They're just like the box office movies kind of thing.
Yeah, but the problem is, if he was getting loads of them, he'd probably take about 20 of them off and not tell you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because what I used to do with CX now is I used to take in the movies and stuff after I calculated what I should get exactly.
Ah. Right. Yeah.
So I could go, well, what happened there?
Yeah.
Because this one's worth more. I remember
Yeah.
going to CX once and trading in a football game, and I signed it, and I said, well, where's my cash? And she went, you don't get anything for the game. And I went, but how did I sell it to you then?
Yeah.
And they went, well, it's a 10p game in here, so it's worth nothing to trade in. And I was like, but that's against the law.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I'm
That's
boring you, am I, Missy?
No. 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 Sorry.
I'm
Cass
boring
has
you.
asked if we've got any subscription boxes coming.
I've got Horror Block and Loot Crate. My
Oh,
last ones.
I know your last ones because you
Yeah, because
cancelled.
they took money from me without me fucking realising it.
Oh, I thought you cancelled before the time was. That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I didn't do it, did I? I cancelled it on the 1st, and they took the payment on the 12th.
That's stupid.
Because apparently they couldn't cancel it because they were closed on that day, and the email got through to them, but it was in their deleted bin or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
And Loot
I've
Crate,
got my arcade block coming in a couple of weeks. So.
and Loot Crate, they screw you about, and all you have to go through this whole thing. What happens to going on a website and just clicking cancel?
I like the way they're so eager for you to sign up that they make it impossible for you to unsubscribe. It's
Well, I don't. The thing is, I like Horror Blocks, I like getting the shirts, but I just don't like the rest of it. I'm getting sick and tired of all the cheap rubbish.
yeah,
I mean, you look at your arcade blocks and then you go, oh, I like some of this, but then you go, why is all this cheap tack in there and all?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know? So I don't like it. I get fed up of it.
Mm.
But yeah, I've got them coming. I want to get a Japanese food subscription box,
Oh yeah.
which has sake in it. It has a bottle of sake in it. So I want to go, hey, Donna.
You know, wasabi, you know, burn your mouth off and
Yeah,
stuff.
but, I never get jackass when they sniff wasabi up their nose.
Oh god.
Well, we've got 7 viewers. We've got 7 viewers, and we're going to have to go in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's already coming up to 25 past.
Yep. Well, I've enjoyed. It was nice seeing John again.
Yep, it was nice seeing everyone that turned up, and
And it was nice to see Donna here.
yes, it was nice that she made it from the beginning.
Yeah,
So.
that was nice. So if you're still watching, thanks for joining us.
Yes, definitely. Hope
Good
you
to
enjoyed
see
it. Yeah. And
Tash,
hopefully you'll be there when we do our chat on my channel next week. So
yeah, I'll be around if you let me know.
yeah, I'll let you know. We haven't decided on the date yet, so.
It's going to be on Foon Day. What day's
She was
Foon
like,
Day?
she should, yeah. She talk about opportunistic. I thought we were going to do it on her channel. She was like, let's do it on your channel because you've got people following you. So I was like, so you want them on your channel?
Oh, okay. Snaky.
Yeah. Use me, eh? Use me for...
Use you to get what she wants in the end. We've already got the YouTuber coming out.
Yeah, exactly. She's starting to get the bug for it now.
Has done a put recent videos up lately.
No, she still needs to. We need to. She hasn't given me all the files to edit her Brian Adams concert vlog together, so
Oh.
I got to do that once she gives me those. So then
Okay.
she'll have that up on the channel. So
Cool.
But no, thanks to everybody that's tuned in and been nice, and really glad to hear that John got inspired by us to do his own video.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what his video's like.
Yeah.
It's so hard. You know what I hate? You know, I really hate YouTube now. Because whenever I click on someone's name, it doesn't take me to their bloody YouTube. It takes me to their Google.
Yeah, Donna had this last week. That's why I have to send her the link, because she tried looking for the chat on your channel, and she said she had so much trouble trying to find it.
It's just annoying because it's like, I guess that's the screen name, I guess.
See, look, I'm even on his Google Plus, and I've clicked on videos, and it's not coming up with anything.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Let's have a look. Oh.
There's no posts on his Google page, so I don't know.
Oh, I hate these bloody things.
But anyway, we thanks for everybody for tuning in on that, and hope you'll join us next week.
Oh, do you have? Oh, yeah, okay. I thought I had a new comment, but I tell you, sometimes the comments lag, so when they put mine, it's after you've read them. It's really weird.
Yeah, so same today. It was a bit laggy on the Google chat, because you'd be reading stuff, and I'd be like, "You'd like Donna's here," and I'm like, "Hey, what?"
Yeah, it's weird how that happens. But anyway, we better start going.
Yeah. But no, thanks everybody, and thank you as usual, Malcolm, for having me for this awesome. I've had a lot of fun.
You're welcome, and we'll be back next week.
Yes.
And I want to thank everybody for watching, and I want to thank Donna, Cass, John, and Jimmy J from NCIS for being here. Tell Gibbs I said hi. And what else is it? Oh yeah, and join us again next week. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Tash. The subscription link is down below. Great reviews and great channel overall. So
thank you, and please subscribe to Malcolm.
Yes, thank you. So take care, guys, and see you all soon.
Have a good week, guys. Bye.